Hello, and welcome back to Saad's Football Corner. We are back. I took a couple of days off, man, guys. I can't lie. Listen, you know what? Yeah, streaming is actually mad, mixed in with my work, and I'm on a computer 24 hours. Well, not 24 hours, but I'm on a computer for most of my days. Do you know what I mean? I'm on a computer, so I thought I'd just take 2 days off. But big up to everybody that is tuned in. Big up to everybody that is watching on the replay, and everybody that's watching right now. Big up to everybody. Make sure you smash the like buttons. Make sure you're subscribing. We are back for Saad X Ash. You already know what we're doing today. We're speaking about the injuries to Odegaard and the injuries to Bukayo Saka. We will also be speaking about the team of the season so far, and we will be doing the manager of the season so far. We'll be doing the team of the season so far, and we'll also be doing the most surprising player as well, the player that has surprised us the most. So we'll be doing all of that good stuff. But guys, like I said, make sure you smash the like button. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. International breaks, you already know. We're going to be doing a few Morocco watch-alongs. Tomorrow I'm not available for the game, but listen, man, we're there. I think we got another game on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check. When have we got? Bear me just a second, guys. Yes.
So what are you looking for?
For the Morocco games.
That's tomorrow. Tomorrow's one game.
No, yeah. I'm missing the one tomorrow because I'm not available. But the next one is going to be on Tuesday. That's going to be the next one, and then so guys, Tuesday we will be doing a Morocco watch along. So make sure to be over for that. But I am joined by my Maghribi brother. Speaking of Morocco, I'm joined by my Maghribi brother. You already know, Maghribi or Sudani. You know what I mean? He's here. Big up to him, Ash. I've missed you, man. I've missed speaking to you, brother. How you doing, man?
Big up, bro. I'm good, man. I'm good. It's international break again. I hate going through this, but it is what it is. We're doing good, man. We're doing good. Everything is nice. I need to get back to playing football, though. I miss playing football. It's been a few weeks. So outside that, everything's good, man.
Bless, man. Bless. Listen, obviously, people might not see the last episode for Saad X Ash. I accidentally deleted it. I can't lie. I was trying to delete an upcoming stream that I had because I couldn't make it when I was stuck in Manchester. And bro, let's just say it got deleted. Yeah.
Unbelievable.
And Ash, please tell the people what you told me on on WhatsApp, bro. What did you text me when I told you?
When you text me, what exactly?
That I accidentally deleted the episode. Just look at
Bro,
this.
I don't even remember this. What the hell did I say?
You're such a piece of shit.
When was this?
Okay, just go to the WhatsApp chat and look fucking.
I am on the WhatsApp chat. What date was this?
Bro. Yeah, it's the last message we sent. What are you talking about, brother? It's the last message we sent.
The last message you sent me was the link for today.
Yeah, I'm talking about before that, bro.
Sure, you mentioned one of the predictions we made. I accidentally deleted Saad X. Oh my god. Oh my. By the way, I didn't even pay attention to that second half of the message. So he sent me a message saying, what are the predictions we made? I accidentally deleted Saad X Ash from Friday. I swear to God, guys, I didn't read that second half of the message. I just read what are the predictions we made. So I sent him the Google Doc sheet, which he should have saved already. I don't know why he's asking for it now. You fraud! You deleted the whole episode.
Yeah, by accident, bro. And the thing is, once you delete it, you can't get it back, bro. Like I mean,
you can technically get it from StreamYard. What do you mean?
No, bro. It deleted it off StreamYard, bro.
Oh, you deleted it off StreamYard itself?
No, bro. I deleted it off of YouTube, and it's not in my StreamYard recordings. The recording is gone.
That's mad.
I don't know how, bro.
Did we maybe violate any sort of things, or like was there like a?
No. Otherwise, it
copyright
would have come up.
infringement, or
They would have emailed me, or it would have come up on my YouTube. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah,
it's,
yeah.
it's mad. But yeah,
But yeah,
listen,
look, I don't know why you asked for the prediction sheet, because it's, guys, every single week, yeah, the gap gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, it
guys, I
honestly,
can't lie.
at this
I'm
point,
getting
like, it's pointless.
I'm getting put in a spliff on these predictions. Do you know what I mean? I'm hoping I can make a comeback of some sort, bro. But right now it's looking less and less likely.
You're
So
17 points
guys,
behind. What comeback?
just pray for me because we've seen weirder things happen. Yeah, we've seen
Not this
weirder
weird.
things happen, bro. But anyway, smash the like buttons. Let's just quickly shout out absolute legend of the channel, man like
Oh, my
Aaron.
bad. My bad,
Yeah,
my bad, my
yeah.
bad.
Can you just let?
You know,
Can
you know
you
what I'm
just?
trying to do?
Can,
I was trying to click the DP to see like how Aaron looks like, and I accidentally clicked on the super
there
chat.
we go. There's Aaron. Aaron, what a guy,
Big up,
man.
Aaron.
Absolute legend with the super chat. Guys, can we get a W Aaron in the chat, bro? Please. Can we just get W Aaron in the chat? Like, if you're not putting W Aaron, then I'm getting vexed and I'm gonna lose my mind. And I might just throw one of my monitors. You know what? Just run it. I'm throwing one of the monitors. Guys, just W's in the chat for Aaron because he's an absolute legend and he always puts in these super chats. He didn't even say nothing. This is just you know what, Saad? This is just me supporting you, bro. Just take it. Just take the money.
Big up,
So
Aaron.
listen, Aaron, you're an absolute legend. I know you probably got family you're supporting, and you still managed to put in super chats for me, bro. So listen, I really do appreciate it, my broski. For you to put in these super chats, man. You're absolute freaking legend, man. And big up to you, my broski. Big up to you, man. But yeah, listen, guys. We are here, man. And I guess let's just start off with it. Let's start off with and you know we'll leave the super chat up there because big up Aaron. Do you know what I mean? Let's speak about Martin Odegaard. Obviously, there was a setback that was put out. Only now have we been told there's an update from Team News and Ticks, who says Martin Odegaard has not suffered a setback. According to 3 people I've spoke to today, he's still expected back in November, as per what we've been told. So apparently, the Martin Odegaard receiving a setback in his injury is bull. Basically, it's lies. It wasn't real, and yeah, I can't lie. I think it was Con Marble Harrison who put it out.
Yeah.
And yeah, listen, it's not looking good for him right now, bro, because he's gonna lose a bit of credibility. He's gonna lose a bit of credibility by doing that. Do you know what I mean? Putting that news out. And yeah, listen, I'm just happy that Martin Odegaard is gonna come back, inshallah, soon. Obviously we still got a month to go. Well, not even a month. It's probably a like 3 or 4 weeks before we could possibly see him. But at least it isn't until December, which what we were told. Do you know what I mean? If it was to December, then it's a madness. But what's your thoughts on the whole Martin Odegaard thing?
Yeah, I don't know. Look,
actual mad
obviously, obviously we don't know like what to believe, but I think we have fared well without him so far. I wouldn't rush him anyways. Like genuinely, if he needs to rest till December to come back fully fit and give us an amazing second half of the season, like how he did last season, then I would do that anyways. I would anyways build him up slowly and slowly introduce him to games from the end of November and then slowly bring him back in December. We've already finished 3 very difficult away games in Villa, Spurs, and City. We obviously are going to play against Liverpool without him and Chelsea as well. So those are anyways 2 other big games we're getting rid of. So as long as he's back in December,
wait, are they? Hold on a minute.
We're playing Liverpool, no, in October, I think, if I'm not wrong, or start of November. So he was not going to make it anyways for the Liverpool game.
No, because they said he was possibly looking to. Last I heard, is that he was looking to come back for the. Oh no, he's not. He's not gonna make it.
No, no chance.
No,
bro.
he
I'm
was.
telling you, no chance.
He was
And
looking.
Arteta
He was
is
looking to
known
come
to
back.
not trust players.
No, he was looking. He was looking to come back. Last I heard was he was looking to come back for Newcastle. Yeah, he's gonna miss the Liverpool game. Sorry, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, he's gonna miss Liverpool. He's gonna miss Newcastle. He's gonna miss Inter Milan and Chelsea.
No, I was. What we were told before is that he's most likely due to make to be back for Newcastle, is what I was told. Newcastle away, which that's going to be a very difficult game in itself.
Yeah, true, but again, just
difficult.
Going based on history and how Arteta has managed these things, he would never bring back a player like that in his first game in a match away against Newcastle, a very physical, rough team. So I don't know. I just don't think that's going to be the case. Look, as I said, we've played really well without him. Other players have stepped up in that position. Saka has stepped up in creativity. Trossard has stepped up tremendously playing there. Kai Havertz as well. In terms of scoring and creating chances, Kai Havertz has also done really well. So Martinelli is picking up form in the correct time. So the reality is we've been doing quite well without him. That doesn't mean we don't need him. 100%, we definitely need Odegaard to come back because, in my opinion, he's our best player and he's a very, very important attacker to the way we press, to the way we create chances. Yes, I am giving Saka prop. I'm not one of these people. As I said, I pride myself in being an Arsenal realist. I'm not like one of these toxic positive fans, nor am I a toxic negative fan. I'm very realistic. If he deserves praise, he deserves praise. I'm not going to be like some people have done on YouTube in the last few weeks, where Saka has one of the best performances against Southampton, scores a goal and gives 2 assists, and it's he was rubbish that game. I'm not one of these people. Trust me. Like, I'll give credit where credit is due. But yeah, it's. I
think. Love it. I love it, man.
I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be, as long as we don't get other major injuries to players like Saka and Havertz and all. I think we'll be fine until he's back. But yeah, we definitely need him back by December, I would say, because we'll need him back for the Champions League in the second half. No, I don't. Okay, stop.
Shots fired, bro. A realist, but he doesn't call out the Jesus thing, bro. Give him time.
For starters, you are the last person to be talking about giving time, Saad, because you've been backing Martinelli for a year when he's pulling up stinkers.
What did you just say?
So how do you know Jesus is not? How do you know Jesus will not do the same? So how do you know right now? How do you know Jesus will not do the same? By the way, I don't have
inject it into my veins.
I'm not like you guys.
Martinelli is taking a shit on all you.
I'm not like you guys, Saad. I'm not like you frauds. I don't have loyalty to players that way. If you tell me right now, sell Saka and get like we had this conversation last time. So
we've already established that I'm exactly the same.
No, you're not. What do you mean? No,
you said you said
I said I'll get rid of Henry if you give me peak Messi. You couldn't say that.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Yeah. He's forgotten. Yeah, so as I said, Guru, bro. And I'm saying this to Saad and everyone, I have no issues getting rid of Jesus, 100%. Obviously, if we do get rid of him, that'll only be in January. All I'm saying is right now, I would give him time until then to see what he does. The fact that people are saying right now, get rid of him now. Even if you want to get rid of him, you cannot get rid of him until January, regardless. And I would not get rid of him if it means us not getting anyone, right? But I would get rid of him if it means we are getting someone, a striker. I saw today we were linked with another Jesus, Odegaard Jesus. The second coming. So another Brazilian striker. So I don't know if he's better, but I still feel like Jesus could come good. But yeah, if he doesn't do it by the end of the season, then he has to leave. It's the same for Martinelli, by the way, as well. Like I hold the same standards. But yeah, that's my opinion on Odegaard, bro. I think we'll be fine without him. I don't think it'll impact us the way KDB's absence is clearly impacting City. I think that's a bigger issue.
That you know what? That's what I thought too, bro. Because the figures, me and T were having an argument today in there.
Oh my bad, FK. If he's Bolivian, I'm sorry. Yeah. I don't know why I assumed he's Brazilian because of the name. Because I know 2-3 Jesus players named Jesus and they're all Brazilians. But fair enough.
Okay. Me and T we're having a discussion. I'm not gonna say an argument. We're having a discussion about if when Martinelli is fit and ready, does he have to earn his place back in the squad instead of obviously
Martinelli.
no for Trossard, Odegaard.
Odegaard. You said Martinelli. Okay.
No. When Odegaard is fit and ready,
Yeah.
does he need to
Yeah.
earn his place back in the squad? I said no.
mean,
I said no.
he needs to get a few games and then get back in. Yeah, of course.
No. But what I'm saying is, once he's had those few games where he's come off on the bench and all of that,
Then he
I don't
starts.
think he needs to earn his place back. I think he starts straight away.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
100%.
T did not have that same thought process. He
was
thought
backing his boy.
he thought that Trossard should not be dropped. He thought that we shouldn't just throw away Trossard again. And I'm just like, bro, I just can't see it. Firstly, he's a captain, he's a skipper, so that's number one. Why he wouldn't do that. And also, I think there's so many things that Odegaard can do. Yeah. Odegaard can do that. Trossard can't do. Like Trossard just one of the things that I pulled out was Trossard can't do the like hidden through balls, bro, that he does. Do you know those through balls that he does that like nobody else has seen, and then he's just seen Saka making some next run, bro, and he just puts it through like 4 man, bro, just bang in the middle of them, and it just goes in, and then it's in behind, and then they're running onto the ball, bro, and about to shoot on the goal, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's just I don't think Trossard's got that in him. I just don't think. Yeah, he's got it in him. Okay, T, we'll show your comment. If he looks good, he can start. Yeah, but Trossard needs to start over Martinelli if that's the case. There you are.
Yeah, 100%. I think Trossard Martinelli should be competing for that spot the whole season. And the moment any one of them drops form while starting, the other person needs to get in 100%. I think Odegaard, Saka, Declan Rice, I think some of these players, like, unfortunately, you just cannot touch their positions because they're just too good there. They're just too good. And the stuff they give us, this in terms of because I think, as you mentioned, the stuff that Odegaard possesses in terms of his skill set, I don't think that can be replicated by anyone. Now, I did say that I think we can adapt to a style that does not include him, which is what we did so far. But when we do have him, that doesn't mean we should continue doing that.
I can't lie though. Odegaard, the thing is Trossard, yeah. As bad as it is, because I do rate Odegaard in that, I do rate Trossard in the middle. Trossard looks more better in the middle than he is in the wing. Is that weird to say?
Because that's not weird to say
me,
because he's
no, in that 10 spot when he's covering for Odegaard. That's probably the best I've seen Trossard perform since he's been at the club. Not in regards to goals and output in regards to goals and assists, but just overall performance. I'm talking about just being everywhere. That's the best I've seen Trossard perform, which is kind of upsetting because he's never going to get in front of Odegaard. He's not that guy. Do you know what I mean? But to have him there as an option, as the 10, like, bro, I think he has found his sweet spot, as in that's his position. He should be a 10. He should not be a winger. He should not be a striker. He's a 10, bro. Like, I don't know if we're just finding this out now, but he just looks so... I think the first game was a bit shaky. I think the first game he played was against Tottenham, wasn't it?
No, Odegaard was there. Odegaard wasn't there.
Odegaard wasn't there. Right. Odegaard was off.
You're right. Yeah, it was Trossard and Havertz. Correct.
That first game, he looked a bit shaky. But that first game, he looked a bit shaky. But ever since then, against obviously Man City, he had the mess up. Just before halftime, we won't focus on that. But since the Man City game, bro, he has been just 8, 9, 10 out of 10 performances, bro. In that middle, he may have not been giving like assists and goals every single game.
Yeah,
but just the performance overall for me, like, was just, bro. It's very good, bro, and he's playing to a very high level, and I think that's actually his best position now. I think he should play for us. If we're not playing like an important game, Odegaard needs a rest. Trossard is the guy that should come in for him. Trossard should be the one that plays in that middle position, not on the left. Yeah, we can get another left winger. Let Trossard be that 10 backup, bro, because that's what we need. But listen, this is depth though. We've got depth in that position. People said we didn't have depth. We did. Do you know what I mean? Trossard has been able, and I think you kind of said it first that you wanted to see Trossard. No, you said you wanted to see Jesus. I think I said I wanted to see Trossard in that.
Yeah. I did mention Trossard last season. Remember when Odegaard missed the Newcastle game and a few of those games? I remember I said Trossard can fill in that role because
but that was Havertz at that time. That was
Havertz played there, but I said Trossard should be given a chance there, which he wasn't. But fair enough, it doesn't matter because he also played a couple of games as a striker. I think he did okay there. But yeah, I think he's the closest thing we have to replicating what Odegaard gives us, right? He might not be as good as Odegaard in terms of giving those through balls, but then he has some other things that Odegaard doesn't have. Like he's probably a better dribbler than Odegaard. Like he's maybe slightly quicker than Odegaard. Like I think he shoots more. What do you disagree with? I think he is quicker than Odegaard.
I don't think he's a better dribbler than Odegaard. I think Odegaard is very underrated on like his ability on the ball. And that's just because like the way he's used in our system, where he's normally the guy who slows down the play when we need a break. He's the guy who threads the passes and just basically controls the tempo of the game. He's not the guy that's going to come up and then start skidding people and go past them and go past 2 or 3 and then get a pass. He's not that guy.
Yeah, but Trossard does
he's
that.
Got in his locker. No, but he's got it in his locker though. Because I've seen it in games.
It doesn't matter if he's got in his locker if he doesn't do it enough. Right? Like you only can judge by what you see consistently. I think Odegaard, when it comes to getting the ball in tight spaces and protecting it and getting out of like these tight situations, I think, he's got that. But if you're talking about like taking on your man over and over again, Trossard is better than him at that. I'm not saying Trossard is elite at it. He's not. But he's better than Odegaard at it for sure.
Here's my question though, yeah? Because you said obviously Trossard deserves his place in his team, in my opinion, and he doesn't deserve to be dropped. If Martinelli goes on and let's say the next game against Bournemouth, he scores 1 goal. And then the next game against Shakhtar, he scores 2 goals. And in Liverpool, he scores a goal and gets an assist. And then he goes, and then obviously Preston game is there. Newcastle, Odegaard is back. And then Odegaard is coming in, yeah? But let's say that Martinelli is firing and Odegaard is ready to come into that team. Are you going to drop Martinelli even though he's firing? Are you going to drop Martinelli even though he's scoring goals and getting assists?
Yeah,
what if he's crazy and is putting up numbers? Are you going to drop Martinelli for Trossard? No. And that's just the situation. If you have multiple players who are performing at a high level and multiple players that sometimes you're just going to have to drop a player and it's going to be upsetting. And I know that Trossard is performing amazingly, bro. But if it doesn't happen, bro, then it doesn't happen. Then Trossard can come in. Do you know what I mean? But I'm just saying, Odegaard, if Martinelli goes on a scoring streak, you can't drop him. If Martinelli goes on a scoring streak, you can't drop him like that. It's gonna be a fight. But
yeah, look, I don't think, again, as I said, outside Saka, Rice, Odegaard, and obviously our defenders, Saliba and Gabriel, I don't think anyone else is like undroppable. I genuinely don't. Not even Havertz. I know Havertz is our main striker now and scoring and banging goals. Even he's not undroppable in my opinion. Like we have to like look at it that way. Like I like Trossard. I think he gives us something different, but I don't think he's like that kind of level where he's undroppable in my opinion. Like we all were begging for a front three of Saka, Jesus, and Martinelli last season. Obviously, when Jesus started stinking up, like Havertz eventually took over in January onwards. But my point is,
okay,
bro, relax. My point is,
sorry. I thought you
my point is, this Trossard is not different from the Trossard we saw in the first season when we got him in January and he played for the half season. He was amazing that time. I think he scored like 9-10 goals with us. He had a couple of assists. He was really, really good. But the reality is, most of us still wanted Martinelli. Sorry?
That was Porto time, wasn't it?
No. I'm saying the first season when he joined us in January, when we got him and Jorginho. Right? That half a season, he was fantastic. He had like double digits in goals and assists for Arsenal. He was scoring some clutch goals and all that kind of stuff. But we still wanted Martinelli starting on the left because of how good Martinelli was. So I don't think any of them is undroppable. I don't think Martinelli is undroppable either. Like, this is why I'm saying they're gonna have to battle it out over there. And the moment one guy drops a stinker, the other guy's gonna keep starting. Again, we saw it last season. Martinelli had 3, 4, 5 bad games in a row. Trossard was a starting left winger for the rest of the season until the very end, right? He started against Chelsea, against Man United, against Spurs. He started all of our last 10 games or so. So it's just how that is just how it's going to go. Because I also remember many games Trossard started last season where he stunk it up, right? And we can say that, but he just needs consistent game time. The reality is, and for anyone else thinking that, the reality is we are not at that. We don't have that kind of luxury. We genuinely don't have that kind of luxury where we can be like, give this person consistent game time. I think Jesus needs time, and even I'm not saying give him consistent game time, right? I'm saying every time he comes off the bench, he better prove himself, right? We cannot come at the end of the season and say, yeah, but he only came off the bench and played 20, 30 minutes. You can say that for 1, 2, 3, 4 games max. But if he's doing that all season and he hasn't performed, I'm sorry, it is what it is. It's over, right? Because we're in a position right now where we're challenging for the league. There's no margin for error, or there's little margin for error, right? So that's just how it is. Like Trossard,
especially now, Liverpool's running riot at the moment as well, bro. So yeah, it's a madness. But listen, we do need because we do have to speak about the team of the season and all of that stuff. So let's just quickly give our 2 cents on Saka.
He'll be fine.
Obviously, yeah. Can I just explain in a worrying tone before we say he's gonna be fine?
Saad wants to freak out before.
Bro. Just let me have my little freak out for the people that are freaking out.
Go ahead.
But Saka obviously injured. He went down holding his hamstring and came off in the game against Greece. Initial thoughts is he's okay. But obviously they're doing scans and we won't know what the result of the scan is until tomorrow evening, before when he does his little press conference. Lee Castley, when he does his press conference, he's going to tell us what the results are for the tests. But yeah, I can't lie, you already said it and I agree. I think Saka's fine. I genuinely don't think he would. He was walking after the game. I know they said, "Oh, there's a slight limp of him walking away after the game." Brother, listen, he's got a bag on. He's probably just trying to put it for the cameras. Do you know what I mean? Just to show them, oh yeah, you know what? I might be still something. I think he's fine. I genuinely think Arteta told him before you go there, if you feel anything or you feel like you maybe I do believe he did feel something. I don't think it was enough for him to come off the game, but Arteta's told him, if you feel anything, I don't care if you can carry on, don't carry on. Just come off. Because of what happened with Odegaard, because of what happened with players that have been going down in these international games. We can't take no risks, especially with Saka. Odegaard and Saka is a whole different issue. If you don't have Saka there on that right side, it's Jesus can't do that. Jesus can't do that. Not right now. Not with the games that we have coming up. I'm not looking forward to that. But yeah, in my opinion, I think he's going to be fine. Ash, what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, look, as I said, I think he'll be okay. Like, even if he does miss games, I think he'll only miss like 1 or 2 games max. I don't think it's something that serious. I mean, he walked after fine, which fair enough. You could have a hamstring and still walk okay. But yeah, I think it's exactly
after
what
the
you
game,
just said.
bro. After the game, he walked. Like, after the game, the adrenaline's gone, and you're calm. That was like about an hour and a half, 2 hours after the game. Bro.
Yeah.
He
was
walking out the
and
stadium. Like eventually you're gonna if you pulled anything in your hamstring, bro, you're gonna start to feel it, bro. As soon as the adrenaline goes down and you're back, you're gonna feel it, and then the next morning you're gonna feel it even more, bro.
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
But and I think it's we're also gonna get an idea when we see the training pictures next weekend, right? Like on Friday or Thursday, like and to see if he's there practicing and training with the team. If he is, then 100% he's fit. Even if he misses one game, I'm pretty sure he'll be back for the game after. And look, generally he's been like someone who's been someone who's taking good care of his body. I don't think we've seen him get knocks again and again, and he ends up getting injured in the middle of the game and coming off, and then literally misses one game max, or sometimes doesn't even miss a game. So I don't think this will change. I think if it was that serious of an injury, just like how we got the Odegaard news the same day or the next day, it would have been the exact same thing with Bukayo Saka. I think we would have got news like the same day or next day, basically today, mentioning that the injury could be serious. He could be out for long. Rodri was the same thing. If you remember, like when he had that knee thing, nobody gave official news, but there was so many articles and so many Twitter pages that specialize in physiotherapy that came out mentioning this looks like it could be a serious ACL injury, and then obviously it turned out to be a serious injury. So I don't think that's the case. I think generally if he misses games, it'll be max 2 games. And our next 2 games are against Bournemouth. We should beat him. We should beat them without him. And no, before Liverpool, there's another game. There's Shakhtar. No.
Yeah, Shakhtar is during the week, bro.
Oh, I thought that was before the Liverpool game.
He's gonna be good. It's during the week. So you got
That's my point. That's my point. I'm saying he'll miss.
Shakhtar.
I'm saying he'll miss the next 2 games, which is Bournemouth and Shakhtar. If he misses games at all, he might not even miss any. And I think he'll be back for the Liverpool game. Generally,
you say Shakhtar.
Yeah, Shakhtar Donetsk, bro.
Shakhtar.
But but I don't think he'll miss the other game, to be honest. I agree, Guru. I don't think we would have beaten Southampton without him, but that's now what we know in hindsight. That doesn't mean we cannot win any game without Saka. Like, I think just how we thought about Odegaard's
I think it makes it hard, bro.
Yeah, it makes it hard, but I think just how we thought about the Odegaard thing, I think he would have eventually, Arteta found some solution. Like, I don't know if it's maybe playing Sterling on the right, who generally looks better on the right than on the left anyways. I don't know if it's maybe playing Jesus or whatever he would have done. I think he would have figured out a style to play with that would have ended up getting us results. So I think if we play Bournemouth without Saka, is it difficult? 100%, but I still think we would win. And I would still be disappointed if we don't win.
Do you know what the dream is? The dream is pulling up to the Emirates Stadium, against Liverpool, and Odegaard just steps out, first player out of the thing, bro. That would just be
with social media doesn't work like that anymore. That used to be the case.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine if they left it, bro, and they just let it go like he weren't playing, and he was training by himself, or they hid him out the training pictures, and he just walks out, bro.
But this is what I'm saying, Saad. Unfortunately, 20, 30 years ago, you could see this happening. It happened quite often, where players would be reported to be out for long, and then next game you'll see them coming off. But now with social media, it cannot be hidden. Like, if he picks up a freaking toothpick, it's tweeted about. So, like, this is absolutely no way.
Odegaard picks up a toothpick.
There's absolutely no way that he's like fit to play a game, and it's not reported in advance. We know about the Moreno thing like a week in advance, right? Like, we saw him train, we saw him like be part of the team, and then Arteta said, he's a week away, and then literally a few days later he was coming off the bench against PSG. So it won't be the same thing with Odegaard.
Yeah, no, 100%.
You want him to be available for Liverpool. I can tell. Like
100%, bro.
Yeah,
100%. The thing is, Liverpool is like another test, and
difficult, very difficult game.
Their defense has been, their defense has been serious this season. So if we go and score goals against them, that's supposed to be.
Their defense has been serious, but against whom though?
Yeah, I know. This is the
now Alisson is out for how long?
This is the biggest test for them as well, coming up to us, because now they're getting into their hard games. I think they got us, they've got Chelsea, they've got some big teams to play, bro. Do you know what I mean? They got some big teams to play, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen. But anyway, brother, you already know, man. It's time for the team of the season. This is where we do team of the season so far, by the way, guys. So far. It's not just team of the season, team of the season so far. Goalkeeper. Who are we going with?
You already know. To be honest, I'm gonna give you two names, right? One is David Raya, who's been incredible. I mean, some incredible saves that I think he's had at least 2 saves of the season so far. Like, and he's been fantastic. I think not just on his feet, like, but even in terms of shot stopping, which is something you got criticism for. I think he's the best keeper, in my opinion, in the league when it comes to cross collection and coming out for crosses. And he's one of the main reasons why we're able to build from the back so well. Now, I'm gonna give another name as a shout.
I know who he's gonna say already, and I'm not.
No, tell me who. Who do you think I'm gonna say?
The Brighton keeper.
No. I'm gonna say another keeper, and you guys are gonna laugh. I think Robert Sanchez, like, should be in that mention as well. I'll explain very quickly. I know he had that howler.
You and donkeys are the same. What is the difference between you and a donkey? The donkey, you take the whip, you hit him, and the donkey's like ee-aw. That's the donkey. You're a donkey.
Okay, so when I explain to you the next points, I just want to hear your rebuttal to it, right? Just listen. Yeah, tell me. So currently, Robert Sanchez. By the way, I don't know if you watched the Nottingham Forest game. He was incredible that game. He was incredible. Yeah, but let's forget that. Robert Sanchez currently, and again, for the guys in the chat, just tell me if you think these stats don't make sense or how you would rebuttal these stats. Yeah. Robert Sanchez this season, I've already put Raya in my team of the season, by the way. I think for me, Raya goes, but I'm just trying to defend Sanchez here. He's had 80% save success rate, which is pretty high. I think it's the 4th highest, if I'm not wrong, or 3rd highest in the league. I think 3rd or 4th highest, right? But he's faced 40 shots on target this season, which is the 3rd highest in the league. The only 2 keepers to have faced more shots on target than him are Mark Flecken from Brentford, right? And Hermansen from Leicester City. By the way, the Hermansen one, I think half of those shots he faced was against Arsenal. It was that one game. Robert Sanchez has faced 40 shots against him this season. He has an 80% save success rate, right? Not to mention, he's also faced 1 penalty and he saved it. So before people go crazy and say like, oh, yeah, just listen to the stats and argue against the stats. Don't argue against just the name. Tell me how these stats don't make sense to be given as a nomination for one of the best keepers of the season so far. Now you can argue about on his feet he's not that good. Fair enough. I'll leave the feet thing. But in terms of shot stopping, he has done well.
Okay, but is shot stopping enough in this day and age that we live in right now, that football is played in right now? Is shot stopping enough for you to be classed as a very, very good goalkeeper? No, it isn't. It's about playing out.
It's about Courtois only has shot stopping, and he's considered the best keeper in the world.
Yes. But the thing is with Courtois, is his shot stopping is such a high level that you can accept the fact that he sometimes misses on the other qualities of a goalkeeper.
Okay,
but his shot stopping is so high. Sanchez is not that guy.
But this season he has been.
This season he has been that level. I don't think so. Now, this is the only thing that I say. The reason why I say with Sanchez, Robert Sanchez, I think he's had a brilliant season so far. But
then why did you laugh at my opinion when I gave the name? You laughed and you put donkey and all that stuff. If you thought he's been having a good season.
I think he's been having a good season from the shit standards that he was at before. He was shit.
No, he hasn't. I just
last season,
comparable to any keeper in the league.
Go
ahead.
Last season, he was shit. is what I'm talking
Yeah.
about.
Okay.
Last
Okay.
season was shit. So to go from last season to how he's performing now, I don't think it's been a massive thing.
Saad.
The standards were that low, though.
No,
The
I'm not
standards were
even.
that low, bro.
I didn't bring up last season once. Listen to what I'm saying, right? And please explain to me how I'm comparing last season and this season.
No, I know you're not comparing last season.
Okay, so
I'm
please
saying
explain to
this
me
season,
how is the
this
keeper.
Season, I can understand what you're saying about the whole save percentage and all of that. That's great.
From the shots he's faced. By the way,
what I
Alisson,
can say is I'm comparing this to Alisson.
No, but here's the thing. Alisson has 88% save rate, right? Why did I not bring Alisson in the mix? You know why? Because he's only faced 17 shots on target. Yeah, exactly. Now, 15 saves out of 17 is still amazing. Don't get me wrong. And by the way, if you look at the XG, Liverpool have only faced an XG of 5 goals, right? So even the 17 shots he's faced on target, only 5 of them, probably, or 4 of them on average, have been like, oh shit, like these are saves that he potentially could not have saved, right? But he ended up saving them. The reason I'm not bringing Alisson into the equation is because that percentage for me is just too low. And even then, I understand people saying Alisson, because for me, by default, Alisson is the best keeper in the league. So I'm always going to by default say team of the season, Alisson has to be there. Alisson has to be there. Alisson has to be there.
I understand the shout, but I just think Alisson, with what he offers and what he's offered this season, because even this season he has some one-on-ones which he saved them. He saved Liverpool in 2 games. I think he saved them in the what was the fucking game that he made the big save in, man? 1 second, let me bring it up. 1 second. And Liverpool fans, you can correct me if I'm wrong. What was the game? Who was it against?
So FK and Toxic, by the way, this is not me comparing Sanchez to Alisson. I think that's crazy. I already said Alisson is the best keeper in the league. But by the way, FK, you said Alisson wins us points. I think Sanchez won them points this season as well with his saves. The penalty he saved against Bournemouth, they won that game. If it wasn't for Sanchez, they don't win it. The saves he made against Nottingham Forest should have won that game. I don't know how the hell Sanchez made 2 or 3 saves that were impossible. He got them that 1 point. So I can argue that they got 4 points because of Sanchez. My nomination is Raya, because I think Raya has also pulled incredible saves. To be honest, Alisson should also be there, but I guess we just overlook Alisson because it's just he's a victim of his own legacy, that he's so damn good that sometimes it's easy to overlook him when you don't remember him doing some mental saves the way Sanchez or Raya, or even when Onana had that 1 save against.
But he does it so. The thing is, this is what happens, and this is where you're where you're basically done by your own success. You're a victim of your own success. Now, Alisson does that regularly, where you'll just say, okay, it is where it is. Do you know what I mean? It's nothing special anymore. I just had to go back and look, because it was the Ipswich game, first game of the season. He saved them in there. I think he made 2 brilliant saves against them in that first half, where Ipswich were peppering them. Yeah, let's call a spade a spade.
I don't know about peppering them, but yeah, they were
Liverpool. They were onto them. Yeah, maybe not peppering them, but they were onto them in that first half. But Alisson saved them. Then you bring in the Crystal Palace game, bro, where we saw the saves he made before he came off. Bro, he was making saves. Do you know what I mean? So I just think the fact,
Saad, you and I are not disagreeing on this, though. We agree. I'm disagreeing with you on is the moment I mentioned Sanchez, your first reaction was, you are a donkey and this doesn't make sense. And then 2 minutes, 5 minutes later, when I gave you the numbers, you're like, you know what? Yeah, he's having a good season. That's all I was saying.
No.
I don't know why I'm defending a Chelsea player. Bun Chelsea. But I was just saying, don't say compared to last season. The stats I gave you are good for any season. For you to face 40 shots and have 80% save success rate, not to mention a penalty save, not to mention giving your team 4 points. Again, these are just 4 points off the top of my head. I'm not talking about the other games. I know he had a stinker against Brighton when he gave away that ball, which is why I said with his feet, I agree, he sucks. I've seen him do it against us last season when he gave the ball away to Declan Rice, and Declan Rice scored a goal. So I know he sucks with his feet, but I'm saying in terms of shot stopping this season, he has been good. He's not my nomination. My nomination is Raya.
Yeah, of course.
But
has to be.
Yeah. It doesn't have to, because Alisson also, as you mentioned, gets a shot. But I just feel like Raya, that Aston Villa game was mental. Raya, even against Man City, was really good. And that goal, by the way, John Stones scored. Many people would not have realized this, because the first shot obviously was taken by Kovacic and saved. The second shot that was taken by John Stones, Raya put his foot up while he was on the floor, and it hit his leg and went in. So he almost saved that.
If he made that,
and if he pulled that save, bruh, it would have been over. People have been talking about that save for life.
That'd have been crazy. And you can blame him
obviously for that. Yeah,
that would have been.
He's obviously saved the penalty in the Champions League. I know it doesn't count in the Premier League, but the point is he's been on form like from the start until now. Like, he's just been incredible.
Yeah, no. David Raya clears it. I don't think any other keeper can compare with David Raya at this moment in time with what he's done since the start of the season. However, listen, Robert Sanchez, I just laughed because I still don't think he's really come up against challenges, bro. That's why he doesn't touch Raya for me. I don't think he's come up against a challenging team. No, they've only played against Manchester City.
He's played tougher teams than Liverpool did. Bournemouth away is a more difficult game. Nottingham Forest is at home.
The thing is, they went. Crystal Palace away was a madness. Crystal Palace away is always a madness. Anyway, regardless on what form they're in, it still can be hard.
Don't count United, please, because we all know United is just crap. Even Spurs smashed them 3-0.
United's a derby, though.
Stop it! Stop this!
And in a derby, Liverpool fans say every season about Everton. The same crap. In a derby, form goes out the window.
No, that's bullshit. That's not true at all. We have played Spurs over the last 3 seasons. Has form gone out the window? We smashed them. We slapped them up. What are you on about?
Form did go out the window.
Liverpool, except for last season, have been slapping up Everton every single season. Most times home and away as well.
That's a good point, FK. That's a good point, FK. Did they get points from them last season? No, they didn't. I
literally just said outside last season, which, by the way, and FK and Toxic Tash can attest to this. I don't think the Everton thing was because Everton a derby and they were just too good for them. I think Liverpool were just on a downward slump because they lost to Crystal Palace. They drew to United. They were
I'm talking about United. I'm not talking about Everton. I'm talking about United. Did they beat them last season?
But I'm saying United this season are worse. They started horrendously, bro. Come on, like the way they started. Spurs went and slapped them 3-0. Spurs.
Spurs are very weird, bro. They when they're supposed to play good, they play bad. When they're supposed to be when you think they're gonna play bad, they play good. It's weird, bro. It's just
tell me one game they were expected to play bad and they played good. Name one.
Well, that's not what I meant, bro. I corrected myself.
They're bad all the time.
But you saw me correct myself mid-sentence. So why are you being a fraud now? What I said is when they play good, when you expect them to play bad, no.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you go in my head. What did I just say?
You said when you expect them to play good, they play bad. When you expect them to play bad, they play good. I challenged the second sentence. When do you expect them to play
No. So this is what I meant. Sorry. This is what I meant. I said when you expect them to play good, they play bad. And then when you think they're gonna play bad because they're on a bad run of games, they play good at a random. Just a random.
Yes, exactly. Name that game. Name that game. Yeah, exactly. So I'm picking the second sentence. Name that game where you expected them to play bad, but they ended up playing good. Because Brighton, people expected them to slap Brighton because Brighton.
Man United is the game, bro. I really thought that they get touched by Man United, bro. I thought they would, bro. 100%. I don't know why you're looking at me like that, bro. You acting like their defense wasn't open, like they weren't giving up like they weren't giving up shit every left, right, and center, bro.
You did predict that that
2-1 Man United. I remember 2-1 Man United.
Yeah,
is what I predicted.
you did. But I mean, I didn't expect them to play bad. I just expected United to be much better, which they weren't. But yeah, they were horrendous.
By the way, big up to TJ for the TJ We're on TV raid in the building. Big up TJ, you absolute legend, mate. You absolute fraud, but absolute legend as well at the same time, man. Big up to you, my broski.
Anyways, let's move to the other positions.
Let's move on to the other positions. Right back. Who are we going with?
Urian Timber.
Yeah,
look, I know he's played left back for half the season, and then the other half, I think 3 games, if I'm not wrong, or something, that he's played right back. But for me, I've said this before, and I'm saying it again. I even argued with Judge Mo, like on his channel when we were speaking about who's a better footballer between Timber and Havertz in terms of footballing ability, who has more ability and stuff. And I said definitely Timber, because I think Timber is a better dribbler. He's obviously quicker. Like, he can play multiple positions. He's good defensively. He's good going forward. I don't understand why they were shocked. They laughed when I said Timber is a better footballer than Havertz. Not that Havertz is bad. I'm not saying Havertz shit. Of course not. But I did say he was shit last season. I've obviously had to take that back. But for people to act surprised that I said Timber is a better footballer, he is such a good footballer. And for me, in my opinion, I think he is the best fullback right now in the league, because I genuinely don't see any major weakness in his game. He's not rash, right, in terms of his tackling, and he's not like overzealous in terms of the way he tackles to win the ball. He's quick. He's very good he's played against probably the best dribbler in the league in Doku, and locked him up completely, right? He's also played against other very good. He's played against Barcola in the Champions League, right? Who's one of the best players in League and a fantastic dribbler, and locked him up as well. He's got pace. He played against that Leicester City game. He created 7 chances. That's the highest after Bukayo Saka, right, in a game.
Yeah.
I know he can shoot. Obviously, we need to see that a bit more. Only Arsenal fans will remember this, I guess. But last season, when he played in the under-21s, remember that banger he scored from outside the box where he curled it in, right? I know it's under-21.
Was that against MK Dons? No, was that against...
No. It was the under-21s or something like that when he was coming back from injury.
Yeah, I remember the goal, bro.
Against.
And I think the thing is, his boot fell off again.
I'm not sure, but obviously it was on the 21s, and doing it in the Premier League is a lot harder because there's a lot more pressure. But the point is, he has it in his locker to be able to shoot like that. He's a very good crosser of the ball. I mean, that assist he gave to Martinelli against Leicester was also quite good. The way he squared the ball down that way, and defensively, he's so difficult to beat.
El Bags is giving up, bro. El Bags is giving up, bro. Look at it.
I agree with El Bags.
Allah is giving up, bro.
You know the comment he made earlier about if Odegaard is back, that applies to Ben White, in my opinion. As good as he's been last season, I think he was the best right back in the league last season. But this season, I don't think he starts when he's fit. I don't think he just comes back into the walk. He doesn't just walk back into the 11, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can't lie.
Timber has been fantastic.
That back line is a whole.
It's flawless.
I don't know how anybody walks back into that back line. Do you know what I mean?
Bro, genuinely, I'm challenging you to tell me this. Think of one flaw in our backline. Timber, Saliba, Gabriel Calafiori. There's not. Both fullbacks are so damn good going forward. Both fullbacks can dribble.
You could possibly say that on that left side, sometimes Calafiori gets ahead of himself and is too forward. But I feel like that would be cut out of his game real quick.
Did that. He did that against Savio, against Savino, against City, and he had another game in the Leicester City game where he made 4 tackles. That Southampton game, he was amazing. Every tackle he was going for, he was winning the ball, right? Yeah. So it's slowly coming out. He's obviously just getting used to the Premier League now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I was.
He's not looked out of touch. He's not looked out of pace. Because you know how some players come from this area and they look like the Premier League is too quick for them. That hasn't been the case for him at all, except for that first game against City, and only for 20 minutes. After that, he locked up Savio, right? He's so good going forward, the way he dribbles, the way he creates. He's got I think he's completed the second or third most dribbles in our team per game, which is just mental to even think about.
His runs are crazy, bro.
His runs are amazing. He's always scored a banger against City.
You know what? Yeah, we're talking about left
Don't
back
talk
now.
about two fullbacks. I'll tell you right now, I'm locking them in. Timber and Calafiori, dude. So it's for me, it's a no-brainer.
So you're putting Calafiori at left back.
Look, it's between two guys. Just so people don't think I'm biased. Okay, fair enough. I'm going to remove Calafiori and I'm going to put my other guy.
No, hold on. Who's just let's stick on the right back for a second.
Ben
Who have you got
Timber.
for right back options?
Timber.
Just Timber straight. No
shout.
Yeah,
just Timber. There's Pedro Porro, but there's some defensive mistakes he makes. I was like, I'm not a fan.
Let's relax.
Let's have it right. I thought you were gonna say that.
Let's calm down, bro. Calm down. Pedro Porro is crazy.
No, there is okay. There is another name, but he hasn't started every single game, and that's Rico Lewis. And whenever he started there on the right, I like the way he plays.
Perfect.
But yeah,
you've just hit the three that I have. No, you just hit the two that I have. I've got three names that I was obviously for me. It's Timber straight away. I just want to confirm that Timber is solidified in for me, but another fullback or another right back I have to speak about is Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think this season he has tremendously improved his defensive ability to what it was before. I think he's a bit more this season, especially. He looks a bit more concentrated on the defensive side of it, but still producing the numbers offensively. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's still doing what he needs to do offensively, but defensively, he's actually focusing more on that and trying to perfect the defensive side of his game, bro. And I can see that now. As he's getting more older, he knows, like, you know what? I really need to start working on this. I need to start working on that, not just ignoring it. I need to start working on the defensive side, which I've liked to see this season. And then the third one, obviously, is Rico Lewis, because I think he's been amazing for them. Anytime he's benched in a game, you see the difference. You see that he's missing because of the way he's able to invert and how he works in that Pep system. He's a runner. He'll run his heart out on the pitch. So those are my three options, but I'm going with Timber.
Can I just say one thing about Trent? I don't know why FK and Toxic Task are saying I have an agenda against Liverpool. I don't. As I said, I'm a very unbiased, realistic fan. I don't do agenda and banter.
He is.
I've genuinely never understood the criticism and hate Trent gets. Right? Never. Because yes, I remember 3 seasons ago, I think the 21-22 season when they were going for the quad. I remember, he had some horrendous defensive errors. I think Martinelli roasted him in the 2 games he's played against him that season. The final against Real Madrid, I think he was at fault for the Vinny Jr. goal. But over the last 2 seasons, I think he's improved that a lot. I think he's improved his one-on-one defending tremendously. I think his positioning has gotten a lot better. His reading of the attacks has gotten a lot better. I don't know why he's been getting that kind of hate. People try to they wait for one little slip up or mistake for Trent to go like, there you go. When the other right back, who they've been calling the best right back in Premier League history, Kyle Walker, many games gets roasted, right, one-on-one, or even if he locks up wingers one-on-one, he gets roasted up positionally, right? When he
the only thing that saves him now is his pace, limited as it may be, and that is going fast. His pace is going, you can see it.
Bro, I'm telling you, from the time he's been at Spurs, he's always had bad positioning. Always.
Yes, he has, but that's what I'm saying. Yeah. His pace has always saved him.
That's it.
Because even though he's positioned himself, even though he's in a shit position, he's always able to get back with pace. We saw it against Mbappe. We saw it against Vinny. Like, bro, he's always able to get back in pace, even when Vinny done him.
Yeah, no, but like, Mbappe skinned him with pace. Mbappe absolutely destroyed him with pace and set up a beautiful chance that Dembele and Giroud missed. Adama Traore took Kyle Walker and wiped the floor with him. He cleaned his ass with him like toilet paper and dumped him away and ran. But he ended up turning to a bozo in front of goal.
The way Ash describes some stuff is too funny. I said, wipe the floor with him.
Genuinely, he wiped his ass with Kyle Walker. So look, this is what I'm saying. When you rely so much on your pace, right, to defend, which is what Mickey van de Ven does as well, it masks over so many other flaws you have as a defender. Yeah. People don't notice how many times Van de Ven gets twisted and turned when his pace cannot come and save him. People don't notice how many times
close
Kyle Walker.
quarters,
Yeah, in close quarters, exactly.
in
People don't
close
notice how many
quarters
times.
for Van de Ven, it's very spooky, bro. Because
It's
once he gets to
horrendous,
close quarters,
horrendous.
bro, he doesn't know what to do. Once he gets to close quarters, Van de Ven then starts to look lanky and look awkward when he's trying to jockey, bro.
Yeah.
But when it's a run and it's a sprint, bro, it's different. Different. He's
And,
always
and look, I'll just end it on this. The last thing I'll say on
yeah.
Trent, as much as I've been defending him the last few years, again, just like Allison, probably just like a victim of his own success. We have seen Trent to be an incredible, one of the best attacking right backs we've ever seen in the Premier League. And because I've seen a lot less of that this season, and because defensively, I think he's already been good the last 2 seasons, which is why I cannot put him in my combined 11 when one of his biggest assets, in my opinion, has so far reduced this season. I know he'll probably pick it up. He'll start racking up assists. He'll start scoring even more goals and all that kind of stuff. But until that happens, it's so difficult for me to put him in the combined 11, especially when I've never questioned his defending in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, no, 100%. Right. Let's go to the centre backs before we go to the left back.
Yeah, so this is where Liverpool fans will now shut up with the agenda, right? Because I'm putting Van Dijk 100% in, and I'm putting Gabriel, in my opinion. I know you want to put Van Dijk and Saliba.
I have to, because Saliba this season, like last season, I feel like Gabriel showed him up. Gabriel was showing him up, bro. He was like, okay, yeah, you read the game well. Let me show you how to defend. Let me show you the proper art of defending. I am gonna be here. Whenever you make a slip up, I'm here, bro. Whenever somebody come around my side, I'm here, bro. And last year with Gabriel, with all the changes to the left back position and all that, it was not the same. Do you know what I mean? It just wasn't the same. And now this season, Saliba has just taken it on him and been like, yeah, you know what? Say less. Let me do my thing. And then Saliba, I think, has been spotless. I'm not saying that Gabriel hasn't, but Saliba has just, I think they're definitely around the same level this season, but Saliba has just gone that extra little bit for me. Personally, I just think some of the tackles he's made in the Champions League, especially, and that's the one thing that I rate both.
But you can't take that into account, though.
That's no. I fully understand that, but I'm just saying, like, this is just a little side thing. I rate the fact that both my centre backs are now comfortable in the Champions League. If you look at Gabriel and Saliba last season in the Champs, bro, they looked bamboozled, bro. They looked so shook to make mistakes that it just looked awkward. You know when a defender's so shook to make a mistake that he just looks awkward defending. That's how Saliba and Gabriel looked for me in the Champs, bro, last season. But now they just look so comfortable. And listen, I just think Saliba is just so comfortable with the ball, without the ball. I think he's back to like doing his thing where he strides into the midfield sometimes. And yeah, that's Saliba for me, bro. That's the Saliba that I love. I'm gonna go with Van Dijk and Saliba for me, bro, because Van Dijk there's not really much to say, bro. I'll let you gas up Van Dijk, the agendas.
No, I mean he's obviously. I think he's one of the best defenders to ever play in the league. By the way, for me personally, I think he's the best defender to ever play in the league. I don't think I put him ahead of Ferdinand. I put him ahead of Terry because I think people have this nostalgia bias. They don't realize that this guy is a physical specimen. He's incredibly rapid. He's so good in the air. He's good in one-on-ones. He's good on the ball. He's an aerial threat when he goes up front for corners and set pieces. And I think the seasons he had in 2019 and also in 2020 when they won the Champions League and the league, I don't remember Ferdinand or Terry ever being that good over that 2-year period. Like I don't think their peaks were ever as good as Van Dijk's peak. And because Van Dijk has already had, in my opinion, 4 very, very good seasons, I think that's enough for me to start talking about him being one of the best, if not the best defender to ever play in the league. The only thing with so I'm never going to be mad at Saliba getting ahead of Gabriel or Gabriel getting ahead of Saliba because they're both awesome
Neither
players.
am I. Neither am I. Yeah.
Yeah, but the reality for me is I think Gabriel has been incredible at the back as well, just like Saliba. I think he's also made some amazing tackles, some amazing interceptions. But for me, the fact that he also scores big goals, that has to be a plus. We cannot ignore that and say, yeah, well, it's a set piece when it's a corner. No, that matters. That matters.
Bro,
No one has scored more goals than Gabriel as a centre back since he's joined us, since he joined the Premier League. Like, that is not something to swipe
he's got
under
more
the rug.
goals than certain strikers, bro. It's crazy.
There you go.
But
there you go.
Bro, have you ever? Do you remember the reaction that we had, bro? I need to clip that up, bro. The reaction when Gabriel scored the goal, bro, against City, bro.
Yeah. I was in shock in the beginning.
That was crazy. By the way, we need to sort it out, bro. What time is it gonna be for the Bournemouth game?
8:30 over here, which is I think 5:30 UK.
It's gonna be 8:30, yeah.
No, 8:30 for me, which is 5:30 for you guys.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is it 8:30 for you? Yeah.
Yeah,
we might have to do that game, bro.
Yeah, I don't mind.
We need to run that back, bro. Because
let's do that. Let's run it back. Let's smash those.
But wait, one sec. Because if Sunday we might have to do the Liverpool game as well. Yeah. I don't know why we're making. I don't know if you're gonna be available, but
I'll let you know because I might have someone to watch the game. But we're doing like we're scheduling these things early on, like. But
yeah, bro. Just let me know, bro, because I need those big games. We need to be there, bro. Do you know what I mean? We need to be there, bro, because those big games are crazy, bro.
But who's your left back?
Left back.
I'm actually going to change my answer, by the way, from Calafiori, even though I think he's been amazing, but I'm changing my answer. But anyways, you go ahead.
It's hard for me now because it's between two players, between Calafiori and it's between Gvardiol for me.
Yeah, Gvardiol is a good shot.
Now, I think Calafiori has been good, great even, but I also think that Gvardiol has been very, very good. Now,
he's played more games.
I'm gonna edge it to Gvardiol just because he's scored important goals. I know that Calafiori scored a very important goal against Manchester City for us. But if you look at some of the goals that he scored,
Fulham.
And the Fulham game, like he scored even against the what's the other freaking team, man? I think he scored against Ipswich. You know what I mean? Some of these goals, he's breaking deadlocks, bro. Where they're just trying to pepper the goal. You like the goals coming, and finally he's the one to open that.
He scored against the Newcastle. I don't think he scored against
Newcastle.
Fulham. No. Yeah, it was Newcastle, not Fulham.
That's the one. It was Newcastle. It was Newcastle. So I just think he's had some important goals in very, very dodgy performances, especially in that Newcastle game. Otherwise, they would have lost without his goal. So probably. I just think for me, mixed winning with his defensive performances, I think he's improved on that a little bit than last season. I know last season he wasn't massively off defensively, but I think he improved defensively for me. And yeah, man, I can't lie, man. He's looking good right now. But Calafiori is definitely a shout as well. I'm not just gonna take away my guy like that, bro. He's definitely been a very good player. But yeah, for me, I'm gonna go with Gvardiol at left back. Who's your left back then? Since you said you're changing
mine, but before I give you my left back, I just want to answer one thing of Guru's. I think Guru, you're still remembering the Savio situation and the Leicester game, but honestly, like we always I think overhype certain things, and this is where I like looking at stats sometimes because they actually give you the real picture. We say, for example, Guru says Gvardiol, unlike Kala, is good going forward and defensively, right? Okay, do you realize Calafiori this season compared to Gvardiol, even though he's played 2 games less, he contests more duels per game, right? He also wins more duels per game. He contests more aerial duels, and he wins a higher percentage of his aerial duels. So he's better in the air as well than Gvardiol. He has a much, much higher long pass accuracy, 83% versus Gvardiol's 57. But then again, that's not a defensive stat. Gvardiol beats him in the ground duel, so 69% versus 60. He beats him in interceptions, 1.6 versus 1. Calafiori is better in blocking shots. And any other defensive stat? I'm just looking at the defensive attributes. Yeah, and this is the only thing where I'll definitely say Gvardiol clears him, and that is Gvardiol has not had any foul from any tackle he's attempted so far. Yeah. I don't know how many tackles he's attempted in the first place.
You've gone into the whole stats business.
But my point is, but my point is exactly because Guru is saying, oh, Gvardiol is better defensively, but the stats show that Calafiori edges Gvardiol in many defensive stats this season. This season, I'm not even talking about generally.
By the way,
I don't think he's been as bad as people have been and seen.
I forgot to say one more person which deserves a shout, and I know his team is kind of effed up right now, but Ait Nouri, I just have to give him a shout because although his team overall is messing up, he's actually been a shining light in that Wolves team. So I do have to give him just a little shout out as well for the team of the season so far. He's definitely been the shining light in that Wolves team, bro, because I think he's got 2 goals with them as well this season. And I think he's also assisted. I think he's got 2 goals and 1 assist from left back. He's been playing left back and he's moving to the left midfield as well. So
yeah, definitely.
He's definitely a shout. But go ahead, bro. Sorry.
Yeah, and the last thing I'll say, just to respond to Guru's last thing before I give my name, is just the last thing because he mentioned I don't care about contesting. Tell me the win rate. I gave it to you, Guru. He contests. The reason I said he contests more is to explain why his winning percentage is that much remarkable. So aerial duels, he contests 3.7 versus Gvardiol's 2.2, but he also wins 66% of them versus Gvardiol, who only wins 50%, right? Which is why I'm telling you, the reason I mentioned contests is because when you contest more, your percentage usually goes up. Calafiori contests more and his percentage is higher. The same goes with what do you call the duels in total. He's contested more duels per game, 12.9, but he also wins a higher percentage of that. He won 8 out of 12.9 duels, whereas Gvardiol contested 8.2 duels and only won 5.3 out of them. You get what I mean?
Guru, Wallah, you're gonna lose, bro. It's just let's leave it and let's get his freaking left back, bro. Because this guy just doesn't give up, man. He pulls out stats out of his ass. Yalla, ya akhi.
Not out of my ass. It's actual factual. But yeah, my nomination would be Lucas Digne. I think he's been very, very good for Aston Villa. He's got, I think, 1 or maybe 2 assists. I'm not sure. And I was watching one of their games, and I was like, "Why the hell is Ian Maatsen sitting on the bench?" I can't remember what game it was, but basically Ian Maatsen was sitting on the bench, and I was like, "Man, this guy was a Champions League finalist last season, killing it for Dortmund. He was fantastic with Dortmund. Chelsea fans were gassing him up so much, and he's sitting on the bench." And then I saw Lucas Digne play that game, and I was like, "Damn, I understand why now." So for me, he's gone on the radar. I understand people will always want to talk about it's Aston Villa, and I think we have this habit to always want to put the top 6 teams. But yeah, I think Lucas Digne has been really good. So I would potentially say Lucas Digne for me in the combined 11.
Yeah,
I'm not putting Gvardiol. If it's Gvardiol or Calafiori, I'm putting Calafiori any day. So don't even think about it.
There you are. Right, let's go to the midfield, and we're going to do the 2 midfielders first, the 2 holding / DM midfielders first. We'll give our 2, and then we'll leave the 10 separately. Yeah. So I want you to go first now. Give me your 2 holding midfielders.
Caicedo and Kovacic. Caicedo and Kovacic. Because I think Kovacic has been fantastic this season. I know people are gonna say Gravenberch. I just think
100% Gravenberch. 100%. I think you could. Caicedo, I agree with you. But there's no way I'm leaving Gravenberch. No, bro.
Wait.
Are you into account?
No, but you can have both. You can have both. It's one.
Yes, you can.
They both compete. They both play the 6.
No. I'm talking about double pivot. That's why I said double pivot. You can. I'm being very specific with my words.
Yeah, but I thought you're doing a 6. I thought you're doing a 6.
Just a 4-3-3. Any midfield, 4-3-3 with 2 defensive midfield spots. That's why I said.
Yeah, I'm still going Caicedo.
Wow! Oh,
I think Caicedo's been fantastic. I really do. I think Caicedo's been amazing.
I'm not worried about Caicedo. I agree.
Okay, then who?
Caicedo.
So who are you worried about?
Why is Kovacic getting in over Gravenberch? Gravenberch came into a team that had Endo playing in DM, and they were panicking. There was panic stations about who's going to play DM.
I don't give a shit about that. Who has been better? That's the question.
Gravenberch.
I think Kovacic has been better.
Kovacic
has like 3, 4.
Look at the way he's playing.
Wait. Kovacic is the reason City equalized against us. Kovacic is the reason they beat Chelsea. Kovacic is the reason they beat Fulham. He scored 2 goals in that game. He's been really good for City this season, despite the fact that they lost Rodri.
Maybe
okay, you know what? I'm gonna play the same game you're playing. Everyone thought City are done for when Rodri got injured. Everyone thought it's over for them, but Kovacic stepped up. We both can play that game. Okay. I think Gravenberch has been really good. For me, it was a question between Gravenberch and Caicedo. Because when I'm putting a 6, 8, and a 10, if I'm judging the 6s, I'm judging mainly by the defensive work they do, because that's the main job of a 6. And while Gravenberch has been amazing this season, I personally think Caicedo has been better defensively this season than Gravenberch. I haven't checked stats or anything before people say stats. I genuinely don't know the stats. Maybe the stats will actually shut me up. But I just feel defensively, Caicedo has been better than Gravenberch. And I compare them position by position. I cannot compare Gravenberch with Caicedo because I know Kovacic has been playing a 6 a lot, but he's also been going forward too a lot of times and scoring goals.
So this is why I took this is why I put Gravenberch in there. Yeah. Firstly, we can use the exact same basis that you've said, where Gravenberch has saved them in games.
Out of curiosity, but anyways.
Yeah, go ahead, check. But we can easily say the same thing. Gravenberch helped them against Wolves. Gravenberch helped them against Palace. Gravenberch helped them against freaking
of course.
Brentford and all of these other games, bro. Do you know what I mean? But also, we can also use everybody thought City was finished. Everybody thought, since Rodri's gone. Bro, coming into this whole thing, these men getting clowned about Zubimendi and all this, they were like, oh my God, who's going to play DM for us? We have nobody who can play DM. Slot said, okay, Gravenberch's going to play DM. They were all panicking. They were like, Gravenberch can't play DM. Majority of the Liverpool fans that I was speaking to and majority of the Liverpool fans that I know were like, bro, we're cooked. We're playing Gravenberch at DM again. But what did he do? Came in and dropped 8 out of 10 minimum. Minimum performance, 8 out of 10 in the game. The way he's turning, man, the way he's spinning, man, and just driving at goal is nuts, bro. Like, last season, he looked shit. When he played in that defensive mid role, he looked awful. This season, it's like the game is built around him and he is making everything work in that midfield. He's making everything tune. He's making the wheel spin. I understand Caicedo has had a very good season for Chelsea. That's why I'm putting him in there as well. I understand that Kovacic is very, very close to getting in there, but I just can't go I can't put him ahead of Caicedo, and I can't put him against Gravenberch because firstly, Gravenberch's team is sitting top of the league. That's number one. Because they've only lost one game, but they won the rest. And in regards to Caicedo is playing in the Chelsea team, bro, and his performances that he's putting out, stats wise, statistically he's the best DM in the league. Statistically, if you go look at his ball retention or whatever it is, if you go look at his ball recovery,
who are you referring to? Gravenberch or
Caicedo?
So if he's statistically the best DM in the league, why wouldn't I put him in my combined 11 ahead of Gravenberch?
No, because I can't. I think if you're looking at Gravenberch, I think he's had way too good of a season to take him out of that team. You have to include him in that team.
Forget that. Simple question. You're picking a 6. Who's been the better 6 between Gravenberch and Caicedo? I get you're putting both of them, but I'm saying if you could only pick one, who's first, who's second?
If it was out of the 2, I'm picking Caicedo.
Okay, so that's my argument. So now that we have taken care of that, the next argument is Kovacic versus Gravenberch.
I'm playing a double pivot of 2 6s, bro.
Yeah, and I'm not. And I'm not. I'm doing a 6 and an 8. I don't want to do because usually you end up, bro. Arsenal, Liverpool, Man City, all these teams play 1-6, 1-8, 1-10. Why would I suddenly say let's play 2 6s? I think Kovacic as an 8. I know he's played 6 as well this season because Rodri's not been there. But I think in both roles, he's been amazing. He scored important winning goals. He's the reason they got an equalizer against us. He's the reason they beat, one of the main reasons they beat Chelsea. He was fantastic that game. He's the main reason they beat Fulham with the 2 goals he scored. And every other game he's filled in, he's been fantastic. By the way, it makes no sense for you to be using this argument of everyone thought Liverpool is going to be dead, and yet Gravenberch.
No, they did though. They did.
Yes, I agree. That's true, but that's
all they had was McAllister.
Wait, Saad, I understand that, but that's not an argument to use when you're comparing players. You can't say, well, the expectations was he's going to be crap. Okay, fair enough. You can give him praise for the fact that he defied expectations, but when you're comparing him with another player, you can't say who's done better versus expectations. You have to say who's done better. That's it, and full stop. By that logic, a lot of Liverpool fans were gassing up Endo because they didn't expect him to be decent. He turned out to be decent for them last season. Is anyone going to put him in team of the season? Of course not. Just because he came with no expectations. And by the way, I did check the stats.
Yeah, what stats have you got, man? Because I know he's loaded up, bro. He's loaded up the stats.
No. It's pretty close. So some of the things that I expected Gravenberch to be better. For example, I expected Gravenberch to have like more assists than Caicedo, because he's been good on the ball and taking it forward. Caicedo has more assists. They both create the same number of chances per game, 0.6. Passes attempted, Gravenberch is higher. Pass accuracy, Gravenberch is higher, 89% versus 87%, so it's not that much. Long pass accuracy. Oh, defensive stats. So both of them, so Caicedo contests more duels and wins more duels per game. Both. So duels, Caicedo is better. Caicedo wins more ground duels, contests more ground duels per game, and the percentage is almost the same, 61% each. So there's not much difference there. However, Caicedo does 61% ground duel success from higher duels contested, right? Which is actually better for Caicedo in that regards. Interceptions, Gravenberch is better. Block shots, Caicedo is better. Possession loss, Caicedo is better. He loses the ball less per game than Gravenberch. They're very close, bro. They're really close.
Hey,
and by the way, before people get mad,
bro, this killed me. They're getting mad already, bro. Look at this.
Stats don't say that, by the way. That's actually bullshit. That's actual bullshit. I'm happy to run the stats, Toxic Dash, and prove it to you. The stats actually don't say Romero's better than Saliba. But anyways, my point is, don't listen to Will, because I know this is where you guys get your things from. You listen to Will saying certain things, and nobody actually challenges him. If you go out and study the stats actually show Saliba is a better defender overall.
Guys, listen, smash the like button if you see. Smash the like button if you want to see Ash versus Will, because
my point is
sending for Will, bro. It's been mad. It is.
No, bro. I like the fact that he uses. I like the fact that he uses stats.
Let's use the stat master.
First of all, don't put it that way, please.
Stat master.
No.
I'm just saying. Yeah. Sorry. Let's use the stat master versus the stat master, bro. They can go up against each other because Ash knows stats.
My point is,
you know what I mean?
My point is, Guru and all these guys jumped on the bandwagon. They couldn't wait. Their asses were on fire. We're like, oh, now you're using eye test. Yeah, but even when I just used the stats, it kind of backed what I was saying, right? I think it's super close. But I'm only picking 1-6. I'm not playing with 2-6. By the way, here, you know what? I'll phrase it this way, Saad. I'll phrase it this way. You're the manager of a team, right? You have every single player in the Premier League available to you, right? Are you playing with 1-6 and 1-8, or are you playing with 2 6s?
But this is
exactly.
We're not playing this
You're
team,
never
though.
playing with 2 6s,
We're not
bro.
playing this team though. We're just picking the players that have had the best season so far.
I think Kovacic has been amazing.
Yes, I know. So do I. I think he's been amazing. I'm not said he's shit. I said
so
he's
why is
so
it crazy?
Close.
So why is it crazy if I say Kovacic has been better than Gravenberch? Why is that crazy?
Because I just think Gravenberch has been amazing. Just even on the eye test, bro. He's
so has Kovacic.
Looked amazing. Yes, but I think when you look at Gravenberch, on the ball, he's been better. Passing has been better. And no, but I know you're gonna bring out the stats, and you're gonna say, "Oh, his actual passing accuracy was like 20% less than Kovacic."
No, because the thing is, you guys like pretending like you guys see something that doesn't actually exist, right?
So
you just said his passing.
What
you
exists
just said,
then?
Yeah. Kovacic creates more chances per game. He attempts more passes per game. He has a much better passing accuracy per game. And yet Saad said Gravenberch passes better. Please explain. He also has more long pass accuracy per game.
What's the accuracy though?
93%, 93.8% for Kovacic.
Who's that? Gravenberch.
Kovacic. Gravenberch is 89.5. So how is Gravenberch a better passer?
Do you know the only thing that
he also creates more chances per game?
Hold on. So guys, this is the thing. This is where Ash tries to catch you out with stats, and you have to tell him what it is.
I catch you with logic, but okay.
What is no, it's not logic, broski. This is stats.
Go ahead.
Using logic is saying what I'm about to say. What is Pep known for, bro? What is Pep's teams known for?
Oh my god!
What are Pep's
nonsense?
What are Pep's
Don't give me that nonsense. Please stop. Please stop.
What are Pep's?
Please stop.
Can you just explain to me?
Okay, fine. He's known for possession. By that logic,
possession and what? Possession and what? Passing side to side.
Wait.
So of course he's gonna have a better pass.
You've done yourself. You know why you've done yourself? Because Onslaught's Liverpool this season have also been known for possession. They've not been known for rock and roll football Klopp last season.
Yes, they have possession, but nobody does it like Pep, where Pep has them. You know what? You can pass back or you can pass to the side. You don't have to go forward. If you look at Liverpool's team, bro, they're always going forward, bro. Yes, sometimes they might go back. Majority of the time they're going forward. I don't know why you're laughing, bro.
I'm laughing.
Bro,
I'm laughing because Saad said I'm laughing because Saad said, "Oh, Liverpool's team is always going forward." Guys, Kovacic attempts 18.8 passes forward per game. Gravenberch 18.2. So Kovacic is higher in that as well. Please stop, bro. Stop watching games with your ass.
Hold on. So we're sitting here, yeah, and we're trying to say that how many is he? What was the passes?
Kovacic is 18.8. Gravenberch is 18.2. So Kovacic is higher. It does more forward passes as well. Brother, I know it's a small difference, but you said Gravenberch does it more.
That's minuscule. I thought this guy was gonna tell me.
No. Stop. Did you not say that Gravenberch attempts more forward passes per game?
Okay.
Or you said that Liverpool go forward all the time. That clearly is not the case. And
I'm talking about as a team. I'm talking about as a team.
Fair. Fair enough.
You just pulled Gravenberch. Get the team stats. How many passes are forward?
Saad, in that case, by your logic, Gravenberch should also be dribbling more, right? Because a team that does not pass the ball sideways all the time, they attempt more dribbles. And you just mentioned about the way Gravenberch carries the ball and all that kind of stuff, right? How come Kovacic?
Compare that exact stats of forward passes to McAllister, please, real quick. We'll wait.
I'll compare it once again. I'll add McAllister right now, but
we need to
add that. I'll add McAllister right now, but you just said they play this kind of style. So by that logic, Liverpool's midfielders, aka McAllister, Szoboszlai, and Gravenberch, should be also dribbling more because they always are on the run. How come Kovacic? One second, let me land. How come Kovacic not only attempts more dribbles per game, but he also completes a higher percentage of his dribbles per game? He attempts 1.4 dribble versus he completes 1.4 dribbles per game versus Gravenberch 1.1.
Is there a stat?
I don't have it here in Squawka. It's not there, but the take-ons completed is there.
Because this is why you have to watch the game sometimes.
So Kovacic is also better on the ball.
Excuse me. I understand that you say, oh, the stats, the dribbles, he compares this such dribbles, and Liverpool fans, I know you're gonna say, oh, they're biased because it's their player, but am I wrong in saying? Am I wrong? No, but even the non-Liverpool fans, everybody who's non-Liverpool fan, just replied to me. Am I wrong in saying that maybe he doesn't dribble much, but he drives with the ball? He is very similar to what you see Rice do. You know when Rice just grabs the ball and he just
started,
drives forward, bro.
You know how all this shit started, right? To show you how fans are all like genuinely lack brain cells. Everyone in the chat,
Tash has gone off, bro.
No, genuinely. By the way, it is not biased because I literally I spoke big about Liverpool, about Trent. I said he gets criticism for no reason. I spoke great about Alisson. I said he's the best keeper in the league. I put Van Dijk in my combined 11. So I am actually being unbiased. Tash is the one who never says anything good about Arsenal, and he says I'm biased. My point is, for these guys who lack brain cells clearly in the comments, right? I never had an issue with you saying Caicedo and Gravenberch. That's okay. That's an opinion. Where I had an issue is when I said Caicedo and Kovacic, you and Guru and Toxic Tash and all the guys in the comments. How could you? Gravenberch, baby Pogba. That's what made me go crazy. Are you guys dumb? It's not that the comparison is it's not that big of a disparity. I think Kovacic is better. But even if you tell me Caicedo and Gravenberch, I'm not going to be like, holy shit, that's insane. I'm not going to say that. No one is attacking you, Dash. Calm down. I'm attacking your stupid logic.
Man said I'm being attacked. He's like
victim mentality now.
He's like the guy, who's going around and is just cussing out everybody, and as soon as somebody says one thing back to him,
do you remember last season when he was laughing at Morocco when we got knocked out by South Africa, Morocco, and when we made one comment laughing at South Africa, he's like, you're insulting my country. Do you remember something? I remember he said something like that. He got a bit defensive.
It was.
Relax,
Tash is too funny. Wallahi.
You and your South African heritage. Relax. My point is,
this guy is one special guy, bro. Big up to Tash.
I will just say this, guys. Right? The reality is, most of you, if you were supporting, all of you supporting your club, Guru doesn't want Arsenal playing with 2 6s. I guarantee that. Saad doesn't want Arsenal playing with 2 6s. Tash doesn't want Liverpool playing with 2 6s. I just went with that logic. I said I need to put a 6, an 8, and a 10. So I ended up taking Kovacic. And I asked Saad, by the way, Saad flip-flopped. Look, if you guys didn't notice,
how do I flip-flop?
I'll explain. Because go watch the video back when I first said the names. He started off by saying Gravenberch comes first. And then later, when I showed him logic and stats, he's like, I would put Caicedo ahead of Gravenberch, but Gravenberch also gets in. So even Saad Gravenberch.
When did I say that Gravenberch comes first?
At the start of the video, you said Gravenberch. I think there was a comparison or something between Gravenberch or Caicedo, something like that, and you said Gravenberch goes ahead.
No. You asked me between Kovacic and Gravenberch, who you taking? And I said Gravenberch is there, bro, and then Kovacic is close to the top.
No, it was something else. But anyways, it was something else. Also, Guru, we play with Rice and Partey, but Rice doesn't play 6 for us. He plays an 8. This is why, and a lot of people are criticizing that, saying why. I don't agree with that. I think he plays a very good 8, by the way. I don't think he's bad as an 8. People have short-term memories Rice, because last season he was very good as an 8, right? He had like 7 goals, 8 assists. The point is, he might be a 6 naturally, because we saw him play 6 in West Ham and in England. But for Arsenal, he plays as the 8 role. He doesn't play as a 6. We don't play a 6 and a 6. We play a 6 and an 8. That's what Rice plays for us.
Yeah.
I think you understood what I meant, Guru. You're just pretending to be ignorant here. Come on, bro.
Right. Let's go to the 10. Who are you putting for 10?
Look,
there's only one player,
cannot.
No.
I cannot do that, right? I have to. Let me see which 10 had the best dribbles and entertained me, because I cannot use numbers, right? I cannot use stats. So which 10 like did some amazing magic. Like I'm trying to think, like there must be a 10, right? That just like had something. Oh, you know what? Trossard. Because the way he was dribbling, the way he played in that role, and the way also Saad's logic, right? Saad's opinion. Nobody thought we'll be okay when Odegaard left, right? Nobody, right? And then Trossard came to the rescue, and he, you know, even though he has 7 or 8 less GA than Cole Palmer, who everybody's gonna put in the 10, obviously common sense, right? But then Trossard came in and rescued us. We all were in the mud. You know, Judgmo and Terry Flewers and Don Hussam were all talking about how will Arsenal survive without Odegaard. And Trossard came. And Trossard on the eye, beautiful. So in terms of football, not in terms of like the way he looks, bro. I'm not no homo. So yeah, Trossard for me. I'm gonna change my answer from Palmer because stats don't matter, right? 10 goals don't matter. So yeah, Trossard.
Here's him speaking like
or ESR. I like that.
Here's
FK.
him. Here's him. Here's him speaking
Thank
like
you,
Kovacic was way ahead in the stats. Like in regards to
no,
the difference in stats between Palmer and Trossard, but he's acting like Gravenberch and freaking Kovacic were way different in the stats. Bro.
What was
it was
my
night
issue?
and day,
Saad,
bro. Get off here, man.
What was my issue with Gravenberch's nomination? What was my issue?
My
issue was no. My issue was that you guys overreacted when I named Caicedo and Kovacic as if one of them has been crap or as if Gravenberch has been peak Messi in the league.
No, that's but I legit no. But Gravenberch has been very good this season, so I just thought you'd pick him.
I agree. I agree.
Good. It was just initial shock, bro. Just relax. It's all good.
No. Yours was initial shock, and then you recovered after. These guys in the comments were mad. But anyways, it's fair. It's fair.
So you're picking Palmer,
guys. Like Joe. No, 100%. Yeah. He's been. I know. I spoke about last game.
Palmer's the 10, bro.
Yeah, 8 of his GA has come in 2 games, but he's been still like out of the 7 games he's played. I think he's been good in at least 4 of them. So yeah, it definitely has to be Palmer. Like there's no question.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Has he played 100%. All games in the 10 this season though? I think he played some games in the right,
the only game he played in the right was Man City in the first game.
Yeah.
He's never played there again. Maresca took him out there, never played him again in the 10.
Again, because people need to stop.
That's not a strong place for him.
Yeah, I agree.
He's not good on the wing no more, man. He's very good in the 10, bro.
He's good, but he's way better on the 10, 100%. And you know, I saw him getting some weird hate again for people who think I'm biased. I have nothing against any club. That you know the touch he did against Nottingham Forest when he did that touch.
I saw the tweet.
The keeper.
Like, hey, you know what, guys?
And people
follow Ash on Twitter, bro, because sometimes his tweets are just the funniest, man.
For those who don't know what I'm talking about, if you guys remember the touch he did against Nottingham Forest, when he put the ball round the defender from that first touch and then went round him, took a shot, it was saved by the keeper. He took another shot, again the keeper saved it, went out for a corner. If you guys remember that, people are actually tweeting saying that wasn't his touch, it was the defender's touch. Like that again shows clear lack of ball knowledge and brain cells. It's proper lack of brain cells. How could anyone see that touch and be like, yeah, it was the defender who touched it? Yes, the defender touched it backwards. People did the same thing with Bergkamp, by the way. When he did the Newcastle, I'm glad that Drew brought it up. Yeah, when he did the Newcastle thing, they're like, no, he never meant it. It was an accidental touch. Even though Bergkamp quickly turned in the correct position and went and finished it. It's mad. Why are people such haters? You could like Saka. That doesn't mean you hate Palmer. You could like Foden. That doesn't mean you hate Saka. You can separate all these 3 things. Palmer is a baller. And that move was amazing.
Quick answer, man.
Right wing, Saka. In the 10, obviously Palmer any day. Because I've seen Saka do it for the last 3 seasons in the right wing. I've only seen Palmer do it 1 season. I don't know if he can do it consistently in the right wing for the next 3-4 years. But in the 10, 100% Palmer. There's no question.
But we're not talking about positions. We're talking about you got to choose one player for your team.
Then I'll choose Saka because Saka again has done it for 3-4 seasons. Palmer has done it for 1 year. I definitely think Palmer will do it for long. I don't think this is like a 1-year wonder, but I'll choose Saka because consistency is there. Plus Saka's numbers have grown.
Consistency is key, and like I explained to everybody. And listen, sometimes you speak to somebody like Ahmed, he's not going to understand. You know what I mean? But consistency as well as improvement at the same time that's just quality, bro. That's just quality.
Dash. You're saying bias, yeah? Ask me Foden or Saka. Ask me that question. Then you'll understand if I have bias. Ask me Saka or Salah. Then you'll understand if I have bias.
This season, obviously, you won't pick Foden over Saka.
No. I'm saying generally because he said choose generally, right? Okay. Not just this season, right? Ask this season. I'm also putting Salah. I'm spoiler.
What do you feel? What do you feel? What do you feel? What?
I'm putting Salah on the right wing.
Would you feel about me taking on Ahwa saying that I would take Saka over Lamine Yamal?
I mean, I like Lamine Yamal, but I think Lamine Yamal is more talented. But again, for me, consistency is important. I am 100% sure Lamine Yamal is going to go to some mental heights. He's going to probably win a couple of Champions Leagues. He's going to win a bunch of La Ligas. He might even win a World Cup. So I think he will surpass Saka. But I think I have to look at consistency. Saka has done it for longer. So right now, today, I would take Saka over Lamine Yamal. But if you ask me who would I bet on to be better by the time they retire, I would 100% bet on Yamal.
See, great minds think alike, guys. Now let's just go to the left wing because the right wing is obviously going to cause some problems. So, left wing, go ahead, man.
Left wing. Bro, I swear I had a name. I don't know why I forgot this name. One sec. Oh, yeah. Again, I don't want to pick him anymore. Because of Toxic Dash and FK, I don't want to pick him anymore. I was going to say Luis Diaz, but now I'm starting to change my mind. You know what? Let me just pick any other player. Martinelli. Yes, Guru. Let's go. Nah, fuck it. Luis Diaz, man. I can't do this banter shit. Luis Diaz. Okay. I like his first 3 games are amazing. I had him in my FPL from I think from the first week, if I'm not wrong, or the second week.
Yeah, I didn't have him, bro. I put him in late.
Bruh, because I genuinely thought he should have another player who I've never understood why he gets crazy. People could talk about his misses, fair enough, but some people said that he's a shit baller, which is mental because if you're an eye test merchant like Guru and some of the other guys, big up Guru. I'm just playing, by the way, so please don't take it seriously. I think he passes the eye test, but he does need to obviously convert some chances because some of the chances he misses, bro. Like over the last season, I remember, and I think even this season, I'm not sure. Maybe there was a game he missed a good chance, but last season there were many games he missed sitters after sitter. I remember that City game. Was it, guys? Liverpool fans can correct me. Was it the City game when there was one game when Salah came off the bench and put Luis Diaz twice ahead of goal, and he missed both chances? Was it the City game? I have a feeling it was City. I'm not. I could be wrong.
What, last season?
Yeah. When Salah came off the bench, he gave 2 through balls
two chances,
in a row.
2 chances, yeah.
To Luis Diaz, and he missed both. I think it was City because I think it was Kyle Walker chasing him. So he needs to.
That's the same. That's the same game that he made. He made Kyle Walker eat Anfield grass. Do you remember when he fell flat on his face? Bro,
yes.
And just Luis Diaz was gone, bro.
He did amazing stuff that game, but then the same game he screws up the win. That honestly could have been their win, 100%.
That's such a funny thing, bro. Man, it made him eat Anfield grass, bro. That's too funny. But I will go with Luis Diaz as well. However, I'm not going to because I've actually got somebody that I think has had a very good start to the season. And it will kind of be disrespectful for me not to put him in due to how the signing just wasn't really expected to be this quick that he would start off mad. And I'm going to give that to Jadon Sancho. I do feel Jadon Sancho this season, I just think he started very good, man. I thought he'd need a couple of games. He'd need maybe not a couple of games. I thought he'd need 4, 5, 6 games just to get his feet under the table and really get settled in, bro. But he just started straight away, bro. Bang. Do you know what I mean? Started playing well for Chelsea, man.
Can I say this, Saad?
Yes.
Why do some of your selections go based on expectations. Just because Sancho has exceeded expectations doesn't mean he's performed better than others. I don't understand people picking players based on expectations.
So this is why I would put Sancho in. I think he has been instrumental in multiple goals. I think he's been instrumental in most of their play, attacking wise. And I believe Chelsea have got, I think, third in goals scored. If I'm not
Second, I believe.
mistaken,
Second.
or they're second. And he's
Yeah.
been instrumental in a lot of those goals. He might not get the goals,
But he's not been their first, second, or third best attacker.
So who's been their first, best, and second?
Cole Palmer, Jackson, and Madueke. They have been the best three.
Oh my god!
Madueke literally got them the equalizer against Nottingham Forest.
He's put Madueke, he's put Madueke. He's put Madueke in front of Sancho.
This season. Not generally. As a footballer, Sancho's better. This season, Madueke has been better.
Nah, I think Sancho.
I can't believe I'm actually agreeing with Toxic.
I think Sancho has been very good this season. I think it's hard to take him out.
Madueke had not amazing game. He actually was bad against Nottingham Forest, but he came up with a good individual goal for the equalizer. Yeah, I know it was slight deflection, but it was still his work. Scored a hat-trick against Wolves. There was another game where he either scored or assisted. I can't remember. How has Sancho been better than Madueke? I don't understand. In what he's not assisted more. He's not scored more. He's not had bigger impact. He's not dribbled more. He's not. I don't think he started. Maybe he started more games. I don't know.
No, I think he started. Like 4 games, possibly. You might have to double check that. But I just think that in the start of the season, he has started very well in regards to how effective he is on that left side. That left side was a bit. Obviously, they had Neto. Obviously, they had what's his name, Nkunku, who we're gonna play on that left side. But Maresca has chosen Sancho because Sancho has shown him that he is able to go forward and he's able to put difference or able to make a difference on that left side. That's what I'm going with. Maybe not statistically better in regards to getting past it or dribbling past the man or anything like that. But he's still, if you watch him play, bro, he's always causing danger on the left side. He's always causing danger. If you go back and actually look at him, you'll see he's always causing danger on the left side.
I'll actually say this, and again, this will be funny because if I'm a stats man, I should be like, oh, he's got an assist here, he's got an assist here. I actually think a lot of these games where he got an assist,
he's got 3 assists.
Yeah, I think a lot of these games where he got assists, he didn't play that well. Like I remember, like the Brighton game, I thought he was okay. It was Brighton who gave them most of the goals, anyways. I know he gave the assist for was it? He's the one who I think who gave the assist for the Nkunku goal against Bournemouth. I don't know, man. I don't think he should. I don't think he's been better than Luis Diaz. That's for sure. Because Luis Diaz has had crazy impact. I think he scored a brace against Bournemouth, a brace against United. He scored in another game as well. I can't remember. Like I don't know. I just feel Luis Diaz has been better, but I think Sancho's been decent, but not best left winger in the league. Decent, like not to that level. I would argue Trossard gets in ahead of Sancho because he's played left wing and 10 this season. He's played both roles, so you can pick him for either one. I can easily make the argument Trossard is better on the left than Sancho this season.
Listen,
he scored the winner against Aston Villa.
I'm just putting him in. My personal
fair.
I think he's
see, unlike you,
well.
I didn't go crazy when you said Sancho, even though it's a crazy take.
It's not a crazy take, but anyway, I just think he's done very well.
He has done well, yeah. He has.
But listen, people are gonna sit here and criticize him, and I'm gonna stand with him because I do feel like he is gonna have a very good season. Depending on how he plays against the bigger teams, of course, we still have to see him play against bigger teams, but. I don't know. I feel like he's gonna have it. That's gonna be the big test. Coming up against Trent, who has looked defensively secure this season.
I think they'll get slapped up, bro.
Who? Chelsea?
Generally, I've said so many things in favor of Liverpool this stream. I'm mad at myself because I'm apparently
I agree. I agree with you. I actually think
get slapped up by Liverpool.
I think it's going to be like another 3-0.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
No
Genuinely, that was my score prediction.
No goals.
That was my score prediction. Yeah, that was my score prediction. 3-0. Genuinely.
Yeah, I think no goals conceded from Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? I don't think Chelsea are going to be able. I think Chelsea are good, but that's the game for me where Sancho truly takes it up a level. If he performs very well in that game, and then they manage to beat Liverpool or something like that crazy, I'm like, you know what? This team's all right. But anyway, striker, I'm gonna start this off. I'm gonna go with Kai Havertz, King Kai, at striker. Been absolutely brilliant all season.
I know you're kidding. I know you're being sarcastic.
Season.
Yeah, I know you're being sarcastic. It's even though I know you're joking, it's still funny, bro. It's still funny.
Big up to King Kai. Come on, man. We active.
I hate this. I really hate that video. You know my pick. My pick is very easy. Gabriel Jesus 100% gets in there.
Of course it is. Of course it is, bro.
Give him time.
Yeah.
No, but it's
Gabriel Jesus. It's Gabriel Jesus with a tag on him that says "Give him time, bro."
Give him time, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Nah, it has to be Haaland, man. The best striker in the league. I think he's gonna, if he stays with City for the next 7 years, let's say, or 6 years, he will definitely be the best striker to ever play in the league. I think he's, without a question, one of the best, if not the best finisher to ever play in the Premier League, because the catalog of finishes he has are incredible. He can chip, he can bang it in, he can like round the keeper, he can curl it beautifully in, like he can toe poke it the way he did against Arsenal. Like he's got so many catalogs of finishes. He's got a wide catalog of finishes. Like it's just, you don't know you cannot predict when you're one-on-one against him, like what he's gonna do. Plus he's good. Like
did you see his thing about Norway? How many goals he scored for the Norway team? He's top scorer now in 36 games.
Yeah, I mean it's mad.
I think it was like 38 goals. I know it's not a lot, but
how is that not a lot? That is insane numbers. What do you mean?
No. I know it's not a lot of goals. Normally, you look at a national team like high scorers, and you think that it'll be like maybe 50 or 60 goals, something like that.
That's when they hit like 30, 35.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. But normally that's the goal tally that he has to beat. But for them, it was like 30, 38 or something like that was the goal tally.
Yeah. No, man. I mean, I can 100% say this with absolute certainty that without him this season, without a question, they do not beat Brentford. Not without a question, but they struggle to beat Brentford. Without him, they definitely don't beat West Ham. I think they beat Ipswich anyways, even without him, because they're not that good, but they would struggle obviously a lot more. Yeah, this guy has been mentally, probably without him, they don't beat Chelsea, because he scored the opening goal and dictated the pace of the game with that goal. So it's just insane, man. And the fact that he is, as like FK says, is quite young. It's pretty annoying to think how good he's gonna get. And I say pretty annoying because obviously as an Arsenal fan, I don't want him to get amazing records, especially at our expense. But if he does leave the Premier League, I wouldn't give a shit then. Like I'd want him to succeed and do well. But yeah, 100%. He's a fantastic striker, and I think even last season he was the best striker in the league. I think people just want to give it to someone else because
same old story.
Same old story. And as I said about Alisson, as I said about Trent, they're victims of their own success. When you become so damn good, right, and you reach such a high level, if you drop slightly, but you're still superior to everyone, people will be like, no, you're not. This season, you're not good enough. And they suddenly make it seem like someone else is better than you, right? This is the same argument as, Obviously, a lot of these guys are youngsters. Maybe you won't remember this. I'm taking a lot of shots at that chat today just for the Caicedo thing. But 2014 World Cup, right? For those who remember, Messi won the Player of the Year. Player of the tournament. Deservedly so, because he was the best player in the tournament. But because he wasn't the Messi of Barcelona, the guy who scores in the finals, the guy who scored in the semi-finals and all that kind of stuff, people were like, oh yeah, why the hell is he getting it? Like, it doesn't make sense. He wasn't the best player in the tournament, right? So everyone has these kind of things. The moment you compare a player to like someone who's built a crazy legacy, it's always like they always end up falling victims to their own success. So I think we need to be careful when we're doing that kind of stuff with players like Haaland and Trent and Alisson and Van Dijk and co, and KDB as well, and Rodri, because the reality is Haaland 70%, and I'm saying this with utmost certainty. I'm not even like trying to joke around or anything. I promise you, Haaland 70% is better than every other striker in the league. At 70%, Haaland will still outscore everyone else in the Premier League, right? That's how good he is. So he shouldn't be penalized for that.
You know what? I don't have to do much fight. It is Haaland. That's the striker in this whole thing. I'm not going to say anything else. He's said enough already. Anyway, let's go to the right wing, and then once we do the right wing, I've got to show you something. Request from somebody in the chat that we need to show you something. So, who's your right wing?
Yeah, I mean, it was very difficult between Saka and Salah, because the reality is Saka has been involved in a goal contribution every game, and I'm counting the Leicester City game because I know they took it away, obviously, but the reality is, even though they took it away, it was his cross to the far post that ended up leading to the goal, right? And it was clearly something that was planned because they did it a few minutes before that. Not to mention he completed the most dribbles in a single game that in that match, and the most key passes in a single game that match, the most big chances created by a single player in that game. So I was very tempted to give it to him because I think he deserves praise for that. Also, by the way, I don't know why there's been these lies spread. I was watching I think the 12th Man podcast, Dan Potts, if I'm not wrong.
Big up,
and
Dan Potts.
Big up. And Don, the Chelsea fan, was there, and we were talking about Saka, and he's like, yeah, but 7 out of his 7 assists, 6 of them were from corners. What?
I've said like,
it doesn't take any sort of brain cells, and I know a lot of people lack that, but it doesn't take that many brain cells for you to know, okay, let me just go see the clips. He's only got 2 assists from corners, or from set pieces, I should say. All his other 5 assists have been from open play. All the other 5 have been from open play. And a lot of them are very, very good assists, like assists where he put things on a plate for the striker. So what are we on about? Like, I don't understand this, and I get it. This is why I'm saying, like, tribalism sometimes becomes so damn strong that it just clouds people's judgment. Like, and this is why I hate this banter stuff. This is why I don't like go on Twitter and go in spaces anymore, because it's just brain dead banner, as I mentioned. Despite that, however, despite how incredible my star boy has been playing this season, I think Salah has been disrespected a lot more. And again, he's someone who's also a victim of his success, because the guy has like a goal contribution in every single Premier League game, barring Crystal Palace, which is the last one, and Nottingham Forest, the one they lost. Every other game, he scored or assisted. And yet people are like, yeah, but he's not the same Salah. What do you expect him to do? I don't get it. And his goal contribution is also really good. It's like 4 goals, 4 assists. So it's not like he's only scoring or he's only assisting. He's actually doing both at a good level, at a good ratio. So yeah, I think he gets disrespected like crazy. I agree with Tash. Every single season, he's always disrespected. If he doesn't bang 30, 35 goals in the league, they're going to keep saying like, oh, he's dead, he's over. And they will disrespect him by comparing him to Hazard, for God's sake. I think he's been the best right winger in the league this season. And he's someone who I can confidently say will probably still be there in our combined lineup by the end of the season as well. If we do one in the mid-season, he's probably going to be there. If we do one at the end of the season,
we're going to do one in December.
Yeah, he's someone who you probably think will never, ever leave it. And no matter how good Saka performs, Salah has just set the bar where, okay, you could score like 20 goals this season. I'll probably score 25. You'll probably have like 10 assists, 15 assists this season. I might have 17. Like he's just that. Although Saka might beat him in assists this season, but yeah, Salah is world class, man, in my opinion.
So Ash has changed his mind, guys, because that's not what he told me pre the announcement.
Yeah. I know.
When this guy's a fraud, I just want you guys to know that.
I said best player in the league. I was picking up my star boy, but I have to leave the bias aside, bro.
I am.
I wanted to put Calafiori in the freaking 11, and I said, you know what, Lucas Digne deserves some respect. Toxic Dash. Fuck the I shouldn't be cursing stuff for long. The hell with the masses. I don't give a shit, bro. That masses. Bro, I've been fighting for my life for Caicedo versus and Kovacic, versus Gravenberch. I don't give a shit. Because I think that's the worst thing to do, to freaking be a sheep.
Right. I've done enough Liverpool prop. I'm putting in Saka, bro.
I hear.
I just think Saka's been amazing. This start of the season, in regards to his delivery from corners has been brilliant. His assists have been brilliant, and yeah, listen, I'm just.
I like this one, T. This is actually a good one. I'm going to use it quite often.
Yeah, listen, I just think Saka's been amazing, man. And listen, I rate Salah. You guys know I rate Salah, but this is the one where I just want to get Saka in this one time, bro. Yeah. We all know that Salah gets in all of the time because he's just crazy. But let's just let Saka get in this one time. Yeah. Please. Thanks, guys.
Don't make it seem like he's getting a pity invite, bro. Like, fight for your boy.
No, but it's not even that.
I
can say that it based on GA, he's beating him at the moment. He's got more GA than him, and he has.
He does. He's got
more GA than him. He's got more GA than him, and listen, I just think based on performances, I think they've been there or thereabouts, the same.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. But based on output, they're both players that have the output in them, and that's the reason why I'm going to do it. And also, Saka over the last 3 games has been taking on his man more and has been doing what he can to get past his man and being a bit more attacking as people wanted him to. So I'm going with Saka in this one, but I definitely hear the Salah one.
This is why nobody likes him. This is why nobody likes Dash, right? Because we have been respectful and unbiased as possible, and he goes and calls a player limpstick. This is why nobody likes you, Dash. This is why nobody likes South Africans.
There you are. South Africans are right. It's just Tash. He's a weird breed of South African, bro. He's the ones that from District 9, bro. District 9. If you ever seen District 9, he's what you call a prawn.
I don't know what that is.
Do you know the prawns, bro? The prawn. Hey, listen. Tash, have you ever seen District 9, mate? You're a prawn, mate. You're a prawn. And then the guys in there, bro. They're basically aliens. Bro. District 9. It's crazy. Watch that movie, bro. The guy basically turns into like an alien himself. I think he got like affected by it or infected by the alien thing. And the guy, I did not have sex with a prawn. I did not have sex. The police are just taking him, bro, trying to kill him, bro.
I need to watch that. It sounds good,
bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah. Let me not ruin it for you, but yeah, it's nuts.
By the way, for you sensitive woke people, I was just kidding. I love South Africans. I know a lot of South Africans. I love their culture and everything. So I was just trying to rile up Tash. But anyways,
yeah, big up to Tash, but he's a fraud. So you guys have to understand. It's deserved. But look at Liverpool truth, bro. You can keep Saka for now. We will come fetch him.
FSG. You know, I would believe it if I was like, oh, FSG could put like 150k. They're serious. They don't do that. They don't put this kind of bids.
Bro, I'll tell you that right now, bro. Liverpool truth, you don't believe that yourself, bro. You know, the only thing standing
your owners.
You and that is the owners, bro. The owners, it's a good deal if you got him for like 150 mil, and you still wouldn't do it, bro.
Yeah.
Still, even if we sold him for 80 mil, I don't think they'd do it. So the owners are just bookie, bro. But anyway, Ash, let's just quickly do your manager. Who's your manager so far?
Manager.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Arteta. Because the 2 games we dropped points in so far are games that we got red cards in. Not his fault. He still managed the games well. The fact that we went and played away against Villa, away against Spurs, away against City, and got 7 out of 9 points. I think he's done a fantastic job so far. I cannot. You know what? I'm not even mad at the 3 goals we conceded from Leicester and Southampton, because I think these goals are not on the manager. They're not on like the way he set up the team. I think everything else he's done has been really good. Arne Slot for me would be like, our Slot obviously would be up there. The reason I'm not picking Slot over Arteta is because I think Arteta has been challenged more. He's been tested more with the games. And I'm not gonna take the Nottingham Forest game against him. Obviously, that is a black mark because it was at home as well. It wasn't even away from home. But some of these games, like for example, Crystal Palace, they scraped a win. Wolves, they scraped a win. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. Like I sometimes you just have to scrape these wins, and eventually form comes in. But I think Arteta has been tested more and has come out with flying colors in all the games a lot better, in my opinion.
Nah, fair enough. I was gonna pick Arne Slot, but I can't lie, you make a very good argument for Arteta, so I'm picking Arteta. Anyway, big up everybody. Let's just quickly do this because I think we have to show.
Oh my god, I know.
I need you to watch it, and then I need you to just give us your thoughts, man. Just give us your thoughts.
You got a thought on Bingo? You like him? Do you think he's a football man?
No, not particularly. I've been on the bench and listened to what he's telling his players to do. I've been working for Sky in games where he's made very strange decisions.
A double-double winner and an invincible manager, not a football man.
My take on him was he got very, very lucky at a time when French football produced its greatest ever group of players.
Are you having this?
I'm trying to hear the argument first. Yeah,
greatest ever group of players, heritage the best back 5 in world football, and a 22-year-old Bergkamp. I think Wrighty was still life in them.
There's a lot of luck you're talking about there, though, isn't there? To say he's not a
and then he had 10
man.
years where he won a couple of FA Cups because that cycle had been and gone.
Are you being mean-spirited because you're just culturally different?
No, I've never spoken to him about football. He'd never come into my office after a game. The only manager that never did.
Maybe he didn't like you.
I'd go to his office after
a game. Maybe he knows you buy cheap wine.
I'd go to his office after a game. He would never be there to talk football. I don't know if he's a football man or not. Never spoke football with him.
Right. Yeah. Ash, you've probably lost brain cells, and I just want you to know, by the way, that Graham Souness as a manager was dog shit. By the way,
I know.
And just wanted everybody to know. For anybody who doesn't know, yeah, that's a bit young. Graham Souness was a legend of Liverpool Football Club. Took over after fucking
as a player, fantastic.
As a player, it's fantastic. Took over from Kenny Dalglish and made every wrong decision there was, and only won an FA Cup. I think it was. Was it an FA Cup or was it a League Cup? I'm not sure. It was either a League Cup or an FA Cup. That's the only thing he won with Liverpool, with a team that was brilliant. By the way, guys, I just want you to know that with a team that was brilliant. And yeah, this guy is I don't know what he would know about winning at the top level as a manager. So, it's different winning as a player, but as a manager, bro, you didn't do fuck all. So I don't know why you're
as a pundit, he's 10 times worse. So
yeah, as a pundit, he's idiot.
He's 100% worse, because sometimes, at least as pundits, you kind of like mask your horrendous football takes, like you mask your poor football knowledge or ability to train a team.
I'll be back.
He does. Yeah, sure. He doesn't have that. Look, guys, you need to understand this. The reality is, unfortunately, a lot of these shows, instead of being about education and actually imparting knowledge, because these are all ex-pros, like they're not like some random nobodies, right? These are all ex-pros who've played at the highest level. And instead of educating fans, giving their sort of insights. What they try to do more than any YouTube channel is clickbait stuff, right? So they'll intentionally say something outrageous to attract people so that people tune in and be like, how dare he speak about Wenger lightweight? Let me listen to what he has to say. But then they've got you because you've listened, right? Because I saw this on Facebook. Yes, I'm an old man. I still go on Facebook before you guys start mocking me. And I saw it there because it comes in like the reels. And I swear to you, the moment I heard, this is the first time I'm hearing the full thing. The moment I heard him say the first sentence about football, he's not a football man or whatever, I just changed the reel. Do you guys remember when the Super League was going to start a couple of years ago? And this is where I decided I'm not going to watch this crap anymore. Don Robbie from AFTV, he went on TalkSport to speak about the Super League because they invited him over. And Ray Parlour was there, right? Ray Parlour was the host along with two others. And they brought on Robbie to speak about the Super League and why the fans are not happy about it, blah, blah, blah. And Robbie was like going on like, yeah, it's against what we believe in. It kills grassroots football, yada, yada, all that stuff. And Ray Parlour then ambushes him and says, yeah, you know what? Yeah, you're right, Robbie. But I want to talk about your channel. Your channel is poisonous. Your channel is this. It's bringing so much negativity to Arsenal, blah, blah, blah. And Robbie's like, what? What the hell is going on? You didn't bring me for this. What's going on? He's like, no. Your channel is this grace and this and that. And Don Robbie tried to change the topic. He's like, I don't know why we're talking about this. We're here to talk about the Super League. The Super League has been the chaos, blah, blah, blah. And Ray Paul is like, yeah, it's bad, but I want to talk about your channel. And Don Robbie tried bringing it back to Super League by saying, what do you think about the Super League, Ray Paul? Is it bad? What do you think they should do? And he's like, yeah, I think they need to change. I don't think it should happen. But your channel sucks. It was so obvious that it was scripted. And Ray Parlour was told by his TalkSport team, make sure you rile up Don Robbie. Make sure you attack him. Make sure you attack his channel because that'll give us views. Because then Don Robbie will get riled up and he'll attack you back and it'll go back and forth. And that's exactly what I think. That's exactly what Souness is doing. Because if anyone who's watched football during the Wenger period thinks Wenger is not a football man, is an absolute idiot. Even the biggest Arsenal haters will admit that as a football man, you don't get a lot better than Wenger. 100%, right? I used to watch he used to come on this show called, I forgot what the name of the show was. It used to be in BN Sports, back then Al Jazeera, but now it's BN Sports. He used to do a monthly show with BN Sports. This is, I think, after he did it before he retired, and he continued after he retired. And he would speak about football and about like tactics and about how things have changed and stuff. And I promise you guys, if you just listen to the stuff he says. I have his book, and I read his book, and the stuff he mentions, like, and the stuff he says in the documentary at BN Sports in the episodes he does with BN Sports every month. He stopped doing that now, I think, but he was doing it back then. It's so damn insightful into the sport. Nobody could listen to it and be like, "This is not a football man." I'm not even. By the way, I've not even once spoken about trophies he's won, the things he's achieved in football. Not once. Because you could achieve nothing and still be a football man, right? You could have won no trophies in your entire life, but still have incredible ball knowledge. You don't need to win trophies to prove that. You winning trophies just proves you're an amazing tactician. You're an amazing manager. Doesn't mean you also understand the sport really well. Ben White is an amazing footballer. I guarantee you all of us know more about football than Ben White because he himself admitted he doesn't watch football. So if we probably have a quiz or a test with Ben White, in football trivia, we probably would win, right? That doesn't mean we're better footballers than Ben White. That's just common sense. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, no, 100%. And listen, I'm just gonna say this now. I think this is purely to get traction for this show that they're doing. Whatever these three, they've started a new show. Troy Deeney, Simon Jordan, and Graham Souness. And actually, you got that wrong. It wasn't Ray Parlour that was going after him in that one. It wasn't Ray Parlour. Ray Parlour was just sat there like hella awkward. It was Simon Jordan, who's the guy on that.
Now, Saad, we had this discussion before. Saad, we had this discussion before. You're confused. There were two. The first time he was
Okay,
invited.
all right, yeah.
For his
And
channel.
Simon Jordan
And
was
Simon
going
Jordan went at him. Yes, but that was
Okay,
they
all right,
invited him
yeah,
for that
okay,
purpose.
yeah.
The second time for the Super League, they ambushed him.
Yeah.
You can go watch it. It's
But
there on TOTSSF. I don't think
yeah,
it's
no. I just remembered actually. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
But this is a publicity stunt. This is this is just something for them to get traction on their new show, and they know what's the thing you do when you want to get traction for your new show.
Arsenal United.
Rile up either Arsenal fans or United fans because they're the biggest fans on the fan. They're the biggest fan base in the world, or two of the biggest fan bases in the world, and their fans are emotional and they will come after you if you say something. And coming after Papa Weng is crazy, bro.
Papa Wenger is mad.
Papa Wenger, bro, he's a legend, bro. He's a legend. There's one thing there's one thing saying that he may have not won as much as he could in his career, but there's another thing saying that Wenger is not a football man. This is somebody who whenever you speak to the greatest manager in English football, which is when you speak about when you speak to the greatest manager in English football, which is Sir Alex Ferguson, look at the way he speaks about Wenger. Look at the way he speaks. When Wenger came into this league, yeah, bro, it was like, okay, what can this guy do? Who's this random guy? Who's this random guy coming from the Japanese league, bro? Who thinks he's going to do it in England, bro? Who thinks he's going to do anything here? And look at the way he just completely transformed the way we played. Took us from the George Graham days and just made us play beautiful, silky football, bro. Yeah, and for him to change it like that, and to make the players go from, it was a bit more laid back. You'd have like players drinking pints in the weekend and stuff like that. He completely crushed that out. There was no pints. You were eating the right foods, you were drinking the right drinks, you were it was a very, very organized and regimented way of the players dealing with their fitness, because he thought fitness means longevity for players. That's what he was him and Alex Ferguson, they were both like that. That's why they are such big pillars in the way that the longevity that players have today. But in regards to the football, Wenger was just so obviously Ash said it, bro. He done a show with BN Sport, which he'd always go on and they do it was a 3-man table. It was 3 men on the table. It was the
that's the match preview and all, but they had a show just for Wenger every month. It was an episode where they just shoot one-on-one with him and they ask him questions, insights.
Okay.
That was separate. I used to watch that. It was so beautiful.
Yeah.
It was so beautiful.
Listen, Wenger's just the football man, bro. He is a football man, and this is just this is just a stunt to try and get traction for their new platform. And I don't look into it at all. I think they're talking. I think Graham Souness is talking out of his ass. And with all due respect, brother, just I don't know, bro. You're 70
years old. As T said, leave football
bro.
Before football leaves you. As T said,
brother, listen. You're 70 years old, bro. Just retire. Go and live in a nice little village or something and just live out your days, bro. Enjoy it with your family, bro. Stop talking rubbish on the internet, bro, please.
And look, if you don't believe us, then believe then believe the greatest managers of all time, as Saad mentioned about how Sir Alex Ferguson always praises Wenger. And if that's not enough, the greatest manager of our generation, and in my opinion of all time, Pep Guardiola, he's praised Arsene Wenger many times.
Look at the way he speaks.
He said in a press conference, he asked Wenger to play for Arsenal. He actually went. I'm reading this article right now because I remember this was a conversation, so I pulled it up. And he said, I would have liked to have played for him. I called him to make an interview and he invited me to his home. He was so kind. I said my dream is to play in the Premier League and I would like to play with you. And I feel I can help you. Obviously, at that time, we didn't have enough space and he didn't end up making it. And then he adds later by saying, Wenger likes one type of player, which is with quality and respect for the ball. These are things I like a lot as well. So if people say we play a little bit like Arsenal of the last 20 years. This is Man City's talking about because it was 2018. If people say that we play like Arsenal of 20 years ago, then that's a very good thing. That's good for us. His playing style was compared to how Arsene Wenger and Arsenal were playing at the beginning of Arsene Wenger's tenure. So how could that guy not be a football man? I'm telling you, it's clear clickbait. They're just doing it. And look, you know what?
The views.
Fair enough. It's worked because we are chatting about it now. People in their comments are commenting about it. So I guess they know how to market their stuff, but obviously they clearly don't know how to give proper football opinions.
Yeah, 100%.
This is where I think one thing Terry says this all the time, which is so true. The YouTube media need to support each other. All these YouTube fan channels need to support each other because this is where football is headed. More people now want to hear what fellow fans have to say. They don't want to hear what these pundits have to say because it no longer has become like an unbiased, kind of as objective as possible kind of conversation where you get insights of how the player sees the game on the pitch. It's become such a biased thing, especially when they do the overlap and all, because even these kind of media channels have started realizing now that, yeah, you know what, we need, like, the YouTube fan channel is growing so much, let's kind of try and destroy it by getting these people over, or by hiring all these people and getting them on TalkSport and stuff like that, and getting them on Sky Sports. This is where the YouTube fan channels like really need to support each other and help each other grow, because I think that's where the future of football content is heading.
Yeah, 100%, man. But anyway, listen, big up to everybody who has tuned in. Big up to everybody who has watched. Today it's 2 hours and a half, man. We've gone long, man. But me and Ash are here. You know what I mean? It's Friday night, bro. It's Friday night, so we're relaxed and we're chilling, man. But listen, guys, I'm gonna send you over to Don Hussam. You already know Don Hussam's live.
Big up, Hussam.
So make sure to go over there. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe. We'll see you on the next one, people. Love for the love. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.